Shut up and sit down.
Have I pressed the button? Yeah, I have. Yeah, there you go. Phew, I didn't know whether I pressed the button. That was a long delay this time. Interesting. Yeah. Anyway, I digress, folks. Yes. Welcome to the Friday Frolic with me, Festa. Hello, folks, and yeah, him. Yeah, the Foxster. How you doing? Welcome to a bit of fun-filled shenanigans at the bench for a couple of hours with us two pillocks trying to build models badly and just gooning around and faffing about and trying to be friendly to all of you out there. So there you go. If you'd like to carry on and help me keep this going, you can support me as below there in the bottom right corner by going to patreon.com/Festa67's workshop or click the join button below, or the dollar sign in the super chat. All goes in a big pot, keeps this all going and pays for all the streaming software and all of that. Also, if you use the super chat option, you get your name in a big glowy box in the chat there, but also a bit of the old on-screen air guitar. Talking about
Uncle Charlie and his spoons.
Don't know what that lot was. Talking of all the groovy gang, let's have a quick looky, kins. The chat. Usual blurb and wall of text up the top there. That's all the links and affiliations that I've got that save you money on your tabletop gaming purchases, etc., etc., etc. I get a little bit of a kickback off of it. You pay, say, you know, get your discount and that. Don't cost you anything. Actually saves your money. So there's a load of links there. There's also links on the website and all of that lot, and me Amazon store. And obviously, as an Amazon affiliate, I do get a kickback on any purchases you make on my Amazon links, folks. We have to say that now because they're getting really strict on disclaimers. Yes. Anyway, there's me in the show there, in the chat even. I'm in both, am I? I have taken me pills, honest. Hi, folks. Welcome to the show. A bit derpy, though, so I will pre-warn you. The guru's in, says evening one and all. Hello, Fox. Don't know why I did that. He's just... Told you I was a bit derp. I feel a bit stoned, to be quite honest with you. Jasmine's in, says good evening. Bodes well for the show, doesn't it?
Has your neighbour been stood outside the window with the special cigarettes?
No, I've not long taken the super med, mate. You know what I mean? And normally I have a power nap before the show to let it do its thing, but I haven't tonight, and perhaps I should have. Anyway, good evening, everyone, and how are we all doing? Says Jasmine. Hello, Jasmine. How are you? Remember to put those thumbs up, people. I don't mean literally up them, lest they like that. Yeah, be careful where you put your thumbs up, preferably on the YouTube. Give it a click. Helps push the video up and spread the love a bit. Also, don't forget, folks, you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, all of that lot. I'm in there, so go and have a search for me. You'll find me. Yeah, I did pimpage as well there. You're impressed, didn't you?
You did? I am. I'm speechless.
Sophie Loves RC is in, says hi everyone. Hello Sophie, how are you? Lovely to see you and all of that. Look, JC, his bricks and his builds are in, saying evening, morning, Colin Fox and all in chat. Festa hugs and Fox hugs. Hello James, hope you're keeping well, mate. Love to you, your family and mum and all of them as well. Sir PJ of Lewis is in. He says, good evening, morning, Colin, Fox, and all the fun Friday frolickers in the chat. Good morning, PJ. Hope you're keeping all right, mate. Lovely to see you in.
Yeah.
James says hi to Sophie. We are graced with Satanism. Lord Candygram of Formongo, a.k.a. Jeff Sagan, yes, I have renamed him, is in the chat saying hi, Festa, Fox, Sophie, Paul, and all in the chat.
Our feeblest contemplations of the cosmos stir us. There is a tingling in the spine, catch in the voice, a faint sensation as if a distant memory of falling from height. We know we are approaching the greatest of mysteries.
There you go. Say,
Always there.
Sophie saying hi to Jeff. PJ is also saying hello to Jeff. Everyone's saying hello to each other there. Jeff says, likewise, it's great to see you as always to PJ. Baker is in. RJC's Models is in. He says, hello, Colin Fox, and all in the chat. I like how it's RJC Models official. Is there an unofficial one then? I've been meaning to ask this for a long time.
Is it like at work and not at work?
Absolutely. The lovely Natasha is in, a.k.a. Crafting Budgie Mama with a fresh spanner. Hi, Uncle Festa and Fox and all in chat. Hello, Natasha. Big hugs, my darling. And a tickle. And I hope you're doing well, love. You know why. And, I just hope you're doing well, love. The purveyor of the wildest, whitest, Captain Birdseye beard in the world
of bigness
is in. Marcus saying hi, Cole Fox and chat. Just popping in to say hi and leave a like. I'm out of town and chugging brewskis. Good on you, mate. Don't forget, Marcus, have one for me, mate, and sing at the top of your voice when you're staggering home, mate.
So we can expect drunken chats later.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be, I love you. Oh, you're my best. Oh, would you like to stroke my beard? Yeah, don't know where that came from, but hey. Wolf Richie is in, says hi. Oh, hello, Wolf, how are you, me old geese?
Hello.
Everyone said hello to each other there. Jasmine says, I swear if Fox called an adult phone service, when calling himself, he would request someone to sound like Carl Sagan. He would ask for him to send someone round dressed like Carl Sagan.
I can't call it adult phone service. I'm not grown up enough.
Yeah, your own phone line would ring.
Adults. But like, why am I calling? Well, I'm engaged.
Yeah, you can't do that without grown-up supervision, mate. We're 5.5.
Exactly.
Everyone said hello to Natasha. Natasha's giving me a hug. I'm all loved up now. Mm-hmm. And everyone said hello to Beaker as well. Talking of saying hello, I know she's just gone to bed. But how's my mum doing? That's the important one. I suppose better ask how you're doing, because you'll only grass me up to her in the morning and get her to deduct a hug.
You don't care about me, really.
I
Mum
don't.
Wolf is fine. She's gone to bed. She's sleeping now.
Oh, bless her.
She's had her dinner.
She's had a long day, ain't she, mate?
No. Yeah, she didn't get up till like 5:30, lazy cowbag.
Yeah.
So she's had an early night tonight, so she's fast asleep. I'm fine, thank you there. I'm fine and dandy.
I bet she's like my mum. She's struggling with this weather at the moment because, it's a bit stifling, doesn't it?
Yeah. No, because the funny thing is, in this house, it's upstairs is the sweat pit, and downstairs in the living room where she sits, it's always like lovely and cool. Even on the hottest of day, it never heats up. So she's always in the best place. Yeah, she's always in the best place down there. So I get all the heat up here. It's like,
oh, lambkins. Oh, poor little lamb.
So anyway, how are you? How's my mum?
I'm fine. Dandy, Mum and Winnie are fine. I'm still bemoaning the weather. It went from being too hot to too wet, to too windy, to it's like
too warm, too dry.
Yeah, bless her. So she had a bit of a mild wibble, but she's all right.
She's allowed.
Yeah,
it's quite tonight then.
It's quite funny when she has a bit of a wibble because full-blown pigeon head at her age does look funny. I am doing a little bit of more build-up on my Revell.Models Tiger 1.
Very nice.
I've been very... you might want to hold your benches here, folks, because I'm about to use a phrase that is not going to be normally associated with Festa. I've been rather efficient and professional. I've been doing all my sub-assemblies in a professionally labelled... Look at that. Are you all right, PJ? Do you want me to ring a medic, mate, to come and help you up? Because he's obviously banged his head on the bench as he's fell down in amazement. But it's a tank, isn't it? You need to do your wheels and all. So I have been uber efficient or proficient or whatever you want to call it.
Where is our Festa and what have you done with him?
I don't know, but I must admit, I am still feeling a little bit queasy having done this. It's so out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, you're in a different place, weren't you?
But yeah, and this is the first time I've been at the bench since Wednesday. I've not really done a lot. I had a Thursday, I did a tinsy-wincy 15 minutes of airbrushing. And then things just started going downhill, basically. There's going to be a video coming up on the channel where I rebuild my fallen compressor because it is getting field stripped down to its minuscule component parts.
Minuscule.
It's not bad for a 15-year-old compressor, but it's been a little bit picky for a couple of months where it's a twin-cylinder 6-bar compressor. And cut a long story short, one of the pistons sticks, and I devised a way of unfixing it, which is there's a vent up. And I had a really long flat blade screwdriver that I could slide through the hole, touch the edge of the cod rod with a piston, give it a little bit of a flummer.
Oh, yeah, flum.
And it would flick the bottom of the piston, and then when you switched it back on, it would kick back in.
Ooh.
But it's not really the way you should be doing it, is it? Let's be honest. So I've bit the bullet, and I've stripped it all out the cupboard ready, and it's going to get absolutely spread across the bench, and I'll film it all on how I do it, etc., etc. Because one of you out there might have a similar compressor, and it might help you not be intimidated to do a bit of maintenance yourself.
Yeah, but to be fair though, if it gets the job done, even if it's not the right way to do it, is it still therefore the right way to do it?
Oh, it'll be, you know what I'm like with mechanical stuff, mate. It'll be, you know, So there you go. So that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I shall be completely stripping and rebuilding my compressor.
Nice.
Because I'm loath to buy a new one, having tested all of the electrics. What I did find, and you'll like this, this is basically a 6 UF 250 volt CBB 61 capacitor. Jeff will know what this is. I've cut the wires off so that no one ever wires it up again because you've got a bit of a lump there. See it?
I'm going to guess that's not a normal shape.
And you've also...
Oh. That's neat, eh? That's neat, eh?
Yeah. Luckily, in my electronics spares stash, I had another one of these, but that goes to show you that it's kind of... Yeah.
How did you just happen to have one of the biggest capacitors ever made by man in your spares?
Why? Because I've got ceiling fans, and these are the same capacitors that do the switching of the ceiling fans. You know, the combined ceiling fans and lights and that I've got in my lounge and in my bedrooms. It's the same as that. So I just bought a job lot of these.
See, to me, a capacitor's like the size of a pill.
No.
I didn't realise you can get them that big.
So, so that's the first thing I've swapped out. So, yeah, as you can see, it's probably a good thing that I've had a good looky at it. Natasha's in hell of a lot better, thank you. CBM is back, thank you for your support. I'm always here to support my friends, Natasha. Not a problem. Reese says, I don't think there's an unofficial one, but you can never be too careful.
No.
Yeah. PJ says, I see Fox is streaming in black and white again. Welcome to the 1940s-ish. I think he should have something like a coloured paint just in the corner so that people can see he's actually not in black and white. But yeah, that's really helpful. A dark navy blue. Yeah, it's not exactly bright yellow, is it? But hey ho. Jeff Light is in. He says, "Hi, Cole Fox and everyone in chat. Hello, Jeff. How you doing, mate? Hey, big hugs to Maggie as well, mate. And yourself, if you want a hug, you can have a nice hug. John Alex KA.Models is in. He says, "Hi, mate. So everyone is all right. Hello, John. Lovely to see you, and I hope you're okay, mate, because you know you've had a tough old year, mate. So big heartfelt, warm, manly hug of caredness issued because you're a dear friend of ours, and we like to know that you're still about doing your thing, mate. So it's lovely to see you." Jeff says hi to Natasha Wolfreys, Jeff and John. Jasmine says hi to Jeff and John. PJ says hi to John as well. He's doing good. Hope you're feeling well too. Exactly our sentiments, PJ. We do love our John Alec in a manly way, not in a let's bounce belt buckles in a meadow kind of way full of tulips. Just saying.
Yeah. Belt buckles, at least in my trip part.
He's got 1 or 2 more treatments to go. How are you? Oh, good for you, mate. It's lovely to see you in, though, mate, because, yeah, I've missed seeing your little badge in the chat. Always reminds me of Dennis the Menace's shirt, you know what I mean? His badge.
Yeah.
I see it, and it's just nice to know that he's still about and doing these things.
I'll see that now.
I know. See, I'll put these ideas in your head so that they stay there forever.
Forever.
So, yeah. This was one of the questions, right? Now, these Tiger tanks, I know it was World War II, all of that. But it gets back to Heath Robinson, doesn't it, with the 141 spokes for a standard bike wheel, whatever it is, when you could have just had 5 thick ones. Why so many wheels on a Tiger tank? Why? Why did they need all of them wheels? Didn't get that many on the Sherman.
No, there's probably a very good engineering reason, but not that I can think of.
Look, that's a lot of wheels, isn't it? I mean, come on. Really? See what I did? But
I spoke too soon.
I know the tracks were a bit wider, but they could have just, they could have eliminated that one, and that one, and still had all of these.
Yeah. Maybe it's just to make even more sure that the tracks can't slide off.
Could you imagine it, right? Been the bloke who, he's whatever, a commandant or whatever ranks they have back then, says, right, because this is German, right, yeah, I need you to change that wheel there. You've got to take all of these off just to get that. I'd be like, really? Really? PJ says, in the corner of my eye, I'm sure I caught sight of a well-organised parts box. Shakes head. Nah, can't have been on Colin's bench. I must have imagined it. Yeah, PJ, you might want to go and see your doctor there, mate, because you're a delusional fella.
I think you're imagining stuff, isn't he?
Yeah, that's a bit like me going backwards like that with the camera and you seeing a bench that isn't full of clutter. Just saying, PJ, this isn't me, is it, mate?
The human brain can't actually,
Yeah. Look, Hobby's own drawers that I can actually open.
Access, hello. Get you with your drawers of open.
Yeah. So there you go, Paige.
Festa's drawers, always open.
So proud of me, eh? You didn't think you'd come in here this Friday and see me tugging at me drawers, did you? Get me coat. But yeah.
I don't think anybody wants to see you tugging on a Friday night, Colin.
And it's going to get put to the test because the massive GT 500 had a delivery today. And, it's going to be put on the bench. All of it, all at once. The whole car will be going on here. This is a first. Yes, folks.
How is this even possible?
Yeah, for the first time in history.
He was a cop.
He was a down-and-out lonesome copper.
He was a week away from retirement.
I'll let you carry on because my throat's sore.
Yes, all right. I can't do it as well as you can. I have a couple of high-voltage capacitors in the garage, says Jeff.
Good man.
Each weigh around 15 kilograms. Someday I'll build a Tesla coil around them.
Oh,
maybe.
Good man. You got the proper ones. I've got an old fuse hanging up in my garage from an electricity substation. It's like it's like Arnold Schwarzenegger's bicep, mate. It's massive.
Now, Jeff, be realistic. You can't build that in your garage. You need to build a particle accelerator. Come on. If Michio Kaku can do it when he's 14, you can build one now when you're a bit older than 14.
I still think you could put a flux capacitor in your car. I still think you are Doc out of Back to the Future. I am convinced of it.
What, Jeff?
Yeah.
It is entirely possible.
I can imagine when that film was out doing its first run, there would have been family members looking at him going, "That's so you."
We know that, man.
Could just imagine it now.
Oh, yeah. Dog, but with a dog.
Going into his local store and people going, "See you at the pictures the other day, Jeff, did you?"
Great Scott.
Yeah, you had Michael J. Fox with you. Damn it, not another one. Yeah.
Oops.
I still reckon in Jeff's closet, he's got a hoverboard and a set of Marty McFly's self-lacing boots.
Yeah, and an orange puffer jacket windbreaker thing.
Yeah.
Which is the way forward.
Well, absolutely. It's the only way forward, mate.
So what have you been up to this week then, Festa? Anything interesting?
Yeah, I did the Monday stream, didn't I? I had my big tank out on the bench. Finally was able to get back doing the Monday streams because, as you know, I've really missed doing them because I finally got round to doing that. And then obviously Wednesday I did the cobbles, you know, and carved the walls for the rest of the buildings. Yesterday I was airbrushing a project that I can't show on air at the moment until the person that it's for has received it. But a video for that will be done as long as they're happy with me releasing it. I'll chat with them about that. And I then spent the rest of the time doing the posters and things like that for the diorama 3 models as well.
Nice.
So I sat and done them, and there's a few eccentric nods to things in there, and so without spoiling it. Yeah, without spoiling it. But so I did
it's
that.
Meant to be.
Yeah.
But a busy week.
It has, to be honest with you. I've done some 3D projects. I sat and designed a couple of bits and pieces. They're off the printer, so I can carry on doing my stacking of the models because I'm doing all my own display bases and riser bases so that I can have bikes on top of bikes on top of bikes and cars as well. Yeah. So they all stack up and fill the shelves rather than just having, you know, one layer of cars and, you know, 3 foot of air. I need to be
one of them fancy Japanese car parks.
Yeah, as I was about to say, yeah. So, so I've been designing them so that I can get more usable real estate out of my shelving system. So,
yeah.
Because you know what it's like.
Yeah, maximise your volume.
Exactly. Got to maximise it to its maximised potential. So that's what
I've been up. You can't really go out because then you get the look from H if you started expanding outwards.
Exactly.
It's going to really go up.
Let's refresh that because that one's not updated. So yeah, it's been quite a busy week.
Good.
Yeah, I've got stuff ready to film this week. Hopefully we can get back to spray painting so I can get that filmed. But also I've got some brush painting stuff that I want to do because I've got some video content that I'll be making for e-models.
Good.
Obviously part work stuff that I'm filming for those. And then editing my big archive. I've got 1.8 terabytes of video footage where I've been filming during live streams and all of that lot. And I need to really get everything edited now and start getting it all out there because it's no good it's sitting on my hard drive.
Yeah, it's not achieving anything, is it, if it's there?
Yeah, I know, but real life did kind of get in the way, mate. You know what I'm saying? So,
no, I'm saying. I'm agreeing with what you said about it.
Yeah.
Sitting on you.
Yeah, so I've got all of that, you know. Not all of it's going to be usable footage even. I mean, I'm recording now. I'm probably out of this stream tonight. I'll probably only have an hour, about 10, 15, maximum 20 minutes of usable video.
Yeah.
But I just leave it running. as you know, iPhone videos are notoriously large files.
Yes.
So, because you want the best quality that you're capturing in, so when it comes to editing it, it looks nice, but they do take up a hell of a lot of hard drive space. So I do 3 or 4 episodes. I then go through it and get rid of all the dead footage, as I call it. Then I render the whole lot as one file, so then I can free up. I did it today, right? I had 64 gigabytes that I rendered out and got it down to 7.
Oh yeah, nice.
So that you know, for me that's an afternoon worth doing. None of it's releasable yet because I've still got to voice it over, but it takes up less space, and then I can import that all in when I'm ready. And you know, episode 1 will be a couple of those. It's like the E-model stuff. I've broken it down into the builds, like the milk truck, the butchers, the figure painting, building the diode. Now I've got smaller files. I can sit and make a separate video for each stage.
Yeah, makes sense.
That's what I've been up to, because I don't see the point in keep putting hard drives in to save more and more stuff. Edit it and get it on the bloody channel. So.
What's that then? 7 gig, that's about what, about an hour and a half, something?
Oh yeah, about an hour and a half. Which, when you think how many live streams we've done and for the duration we've done them, it's not bad to cobble it down to that. So I was quite pleased.
Yeah, that's good.
Quite pleased with myself.
Should be.
So that's what I've been up to. But the question is, what have you been up to? Come on, you're asking me what I'm up to all the time. What are you actually doing with yourself?
Me?
Come on.
I've not been up to much this week at all.
Oh, God's sake, what am I going to do with you?
I know. I've had more stuff I've been doing, and I've had some stuff around the house I've needed to do. Boring housey stuff. But no, I've just been doing fettling. I've been resetting up OBS because I never got round to doing it.
Oh, right, yeah.
And importing all my old profiles and stuff, so I can at some point get back into streaming.
My God, hold up a minute. Let me put this piece down a minute.
Yes, I know.
Did I just hear that right?
Yes.
It
is true.
Kicking your backside for how many months now?
I know. But it's a question of when I've been able to do it. But
I know. I mean, I've got real life and all of that lot. But come on, no excuse there. You need to get back to doing it.
When I say when, I mean as in what part of the day. But I'm going to start doing morning stuff. So
yeah,
I've just been getting everything set up for that, really.
Oh, good. You're going to plug it, are you, man? Go on, tell the world. Come on.
No, I've not done anything more than that yet. I don't know what the thing is yet. I'm just at the planning stage.
Oh, right. So it's going to be 2025 that this happens, folks.
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
Maybe a little later. Don't count your chickens too much. Yes,
I've got all my... Oh, that's another thing I've done this week.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, I had a bit of an urgent medical thing. I had to go and I got summons. So that's now more consultant-y stuff, but that's not what I was going to say. I have done all the artwork, overlays, all the templates, thumbnails and all of that lot for all the solo stream options that I'm thinking of. So I've now got test streams uploaded and played with. They've all gone fine. All the playlists have been created so that as soon as they start happening, they'll all pop in on the channel. So I've sat and done all that as well. So I have done OBS stuff. I've done stuff for the gaming. Started work on laying out the gaming channel. So yeah, because I am going to use a separate channel for me gaming. Why not? Because
it's a sensible thing to do.
Yeah, it just makes a bit of sense for me to do it that way. So yeah, that way the scale modelling is the scale modelling, the gaming is the gaming. The gaming channel will be Festa Kit Basher, same as my handle that I use for gaming.
Yeah.
Pardon me. So it just keeps everything, because people do go on Xbox know me as that on there. I might as well keep the channel the same. So
yeah,
there will there will be a site and all of that lot for it as well. So it'll link. It'll link from my main website. So having bought all the URL and that, I might as well use it. So it's going to be a channel in its own entity. I will put a link into it as soon as the channel's up and live. I just want to finish laying it out. And then obviously it would be appreciated if that's your thing. Go and give it a sub, folks. And ring the bell and enable all notifications, because the gaming stuff is going to be random. It's not going to be part of a schedule. It'll just be if I'm gaming that week, it'll be on channel, the gaming. But I've also got random live stuff that I'll be doing late at night, around about 11 p.m. through the night. So they'll just pop up as well. So you'll get notifications of, oh, Festa's randomly live. There you go. So ring that bell, folks. It's important.
I've been waiting patiently for Festa's gaming shenanigans.
Yeah, it's like I say, it's there. I was wanting to separate it from the scale modelling stuff, because it's two different things. This I class as my work. But also I've got the gaming side, which is, relaxation, chilling with your mates. So I kind of didn't want to flood the YouTube channel with gaming stuff. I thought if I keep that on a separate entity, because not everyone that comes and watches this stream is a gamer. They want to sit and watch us build models, but they might not want to sit there and watch me play 3 levels of a game. So,
true.
So that's why I've gone the separate route with it, folks. Thank you very, very much. Jeff has put in a super chat for me. That is lovely of you. He's put in a nice $10 super chat, a few pfennigs towards the new resin printer, or whatever else you want or need.
That's a word I've not heard.
I can do it in the voice. A few pfennigs towards the new resin printer, or whatever else you want or need. So yeah,
it kind of needs the
thanks, Jeff.
It needs the Carlsberg voice, doesn't it?
Absolutely, Orson Welles, wouldn't it? Probably the best lager in the world.
There you go. If you donate money to Festa's cause, you get a voice, a thing read out.
Absolutely.
You're like the honest you're like the honest trailers guy for things, aren't you?
Oh, absolutely, mate. But yeah, I think that might, I was umming and ahhing over it, because I've got the intro for the Grim Fandango one, and when I was laying out the channel when I did my last spring clean, it was like, I didn't want to have a separate category on the page just for that one video. And I was like, do you know something? Probably be easier just to have the gaming stuff on a gaming channel. So I moved it to the back of the line and and ahed over it. And the more I thought about it, the more I thought, you know something, yeah, it does make sense. Just do a separate gaming channel. So there you go, folks.
Do it.
Grim Fandango is going to be one of those. I'm going to do some videos of it. I'm going to do each year as a video, and then I will end up playing it online anyway. So there'll be video content of gaming levels as well as live streams. So if it's something you want to see me do or tune in for, feel free.
Yes, I just want to sit and watch you play live. I think it's going to be fun.
It is going to be the most annoying thing you've ever watched, because I ain't no gamer.
Well, no, it's going to be fun, because the fun is going to be not how well you're doing at the game, but the story you're telling as you're playing the game. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Well, yeah, because Fox has been in an Xbox party with me when I'm playing a game. And I do make up not only the story that the game is telling you, but I'll have side chats with all, hello, Bird, how you doing, mate? What are you doing fluttering around here? And he's like, dude, you really are quite insane, aren't you? Yes, Fox.
Yeah, when you watch Festa play a game, you get fully voiced characters and everything.
Oh, yeah. You was in bits over Little Kitty, wouldn't you? When I was playing that, you're like, dude, what are you doing? I'm talking to the cat. What do you think I'm doing? And Gary, when he gives me stink eye, I have arguments with my bloodhound in Under Call of the Wild, and he just sits there corpsing. And what are you laughing at? He said, you really need to have this live, mate, because people need to see it. He said, it's so eccentric, whereas for me, that's normal.
Yeah, but that's that. I mean, I've watched people play games, and you know, and I do gaming streams as well. I used to, and
yeah.
I only ever had the option of all I ever did was just talk to the people in chat, which is one thing you do. But I actually watch people that do streams, and they don't even talk to the chat, and it's like, why would anybody want to watch you play a game if you're just sitting there playing the game?
Yeah.
And, you know, so I talk to the chat, but actually telling the story and acting all the parts while you're doing it is just genius.
Oh, mate, if there's a dozen characters, they all get a voice and a background story, and it's like, yeah.
I mean, the most I ever do is I might, you know, respond to a character or something. Like if I'm doing Skyrim, I might reply in a Khajiit voice to someone. But...
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm like here. If I find, like, Arthur Will or something, hello, Arthur Will, yeah, he's a lovely fella, works down the road, he does. And I just go off on a tangent with these things, and he just sits there going, you really need to go and see a doctor, don't you, mate? I know, mate. I'm having fun.
Bizarrely, the Minder music's now in my head.
So, yeah, if it's something that the gamers are interested in, I'll happily do it. The random live stuff, there may be times when I go, anyone in the chat that is in the Zoom, do you want to come and join in with me? You've got a webcam and a mic, because most people in the Zoom do. So I'll be having occasional people joining me as well.
Yeah, so if you're an occasional person,
there you go. So
yeah, and that's the thing. It doesn't have, you know, the gaming stuff doesn't necessarily have to mean you have to be a gamer to watch it.
I'm on about the scale modelling stuff there, because not everyone's going to want to join me gaming, are they? I mean,
no. But just for those of you who aren't gamers, just even if you're not a gamer, watching him tell his little stories is just so endearing. It's just great. It's just like live action Jack and Ori or something.
Yeah, I do get carried away, don't I?
Story time with Festa.
It's funny because I was sat in here playing. What was it I was playing? Might have been Little Kitty. And H had got up and was next door making a brew before she went to work. So she texted me, didn't want to knock on the door because you're live. So I texted her back and went, no, I'm not live today. There's no show. For you talking to? And then it clicked that she had heard me telling my little cat, you know, what I'd been up to that day. And, you know, there's me. I'm going, yeah, have yourself a little fish, me little darling. And yattering away to this cat. Oh, why don't you run there? You don't want to get run over and all of this lot. She actually thought we was live on air. I was like,
Did you have a little moment of, oh, God, she heard me?
Yeah, and I'm like, I was talking to the cat. She went, we haven't got a cat. Are you all right, love?
Was she calling the doctor at that point?
Yeah, she, do I need to ring Penny? No, you don't.
Our cat, the cat.
Yeah, and she's like, oh, we don't own the cat. I said, no. I said, my little cat. And she was just like, oh my God, he's finally gone.
There's no hope for you, is there? In her eyes.
So, yeah, that is a great little game, though. It really is.
Oh, yeah.
It's cute.
I've not finished it yet. I have to get back and finish it.
Beated it now, mate. I'm just climbing buildings now for the fun of it.
I never got around to playing Vember, and I think it's come off Game Pass.
November. Yeah, I've done all my recipes, mate. I know how to make putter, is it? Oh,
Patty,
bless. Yeah. Yeah, carry on.
No, go on. I thought you were going to say something.
No, not at all, mate. Not at all. I was just like, yeah, got to make a bit of that.
You're not being tempted to pass any recipes on to 2H?
No, not that great, dude. I'm going to tell H how to cook. I want to live, mate.
I found this recipe. You might want to give it a try. It was great in 1988.
Yeah. Jasmine says, Cole says, Little Kitty is really Hello Kitty. No, it's Little Kitty. There is one game that I got the full-blown gamer score on, but we don't mention that one.
The one that you've played several times now.
Oh, no, I was on about a totally different one. Yeah, I'll go with that one then, because you've obviously forgotten the other one that I did. Good. Got out of that one.
Have I? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, that's Fronia, isn't it?
I
Oh, there it is down there.
can't think of any games that involve ponies or dressing up. So
Yeah. Put it this way, when you found out I had done it, you was like, I am so going to hold that against you as ammo. Had you forgotten it? Brilliant. There is a God.
darn it.
Oh, made up I am.
Curse my rubbish memory and its inability to be useful for blackmail purposes.
Dodged a bullet there, Cole, didn't you, mate? Let's pop that off of there. And have a little looky look at the chat. Sophie says, oh yeah, we haven't done belly, bench, beverage and all of that, like, have we? Shock horror. Sophie, Tommy, a Toblerone on the bench, a Tamiya 112 Suzuki GSX 1300R Hayabusa. Drink is tea. Yes, folks. Bench, belly, beverage and biscuits. What's in the belly? What's on the bench? What bickies and beverage have you got? And if you've got a balloon, what colour? We got some more here, so I'll just rest up for a minute. PJ says belly pizza with sweet chili chicken. That sounds nice.
Ooh, yeah.
Mushrooms and jalapenos. A bench is the 1420th ANT USS Defiant DS9. Good man.
Nice.
Beverage. Biscuit none, balloon clear with silver stars, and baboon is max a million. Have you stopped doing your Defiant, mate? Jasmine belly, 2 bacon cheeseburgers with chips earlier. He's now thinking of having a pizza. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Gets in.
Yeah.
Pizza chaser, mate. That's what it is. Bench is the 35th Beer M18 Hellcat. Finishing off the interior and detail. Painting, bevy cola, balloon clear with tip. Yeah.
Oh, it's a long time since I've heard someone say bevy.
I've got cup of rosy in my old Festa cuppa room. And then I got me juice of juiciness for dinner. I had a steak slice with peas and chips tonight.
Is that a Ginsters?
Don't know what it was. I didn't see whether it was homemade in a wrap or anything. Because I'm not allowed in when she's doing that, am I?
Oh, I didn't know if it had been one that you pinged.
Oh, good God, no. Oh, no, that would be only... I'm only doing ping stuff. And H is away at cricket.
Yeah.
The rest of the time, even if it is a ping burger, she don't trust me to ping it. And she certainly don't want me to do it when she's there.
She don't want to think of you in her kitchen.
No, because she's quite old school like that. She would see it as not, you know, me doing her wifely duty type of thing. She's quite traditional, is H. Yeah.
Also, she'd have to think about you being in her kitchen while she's there.
She's
At least when she's away, she can just pretend it's not happening.
Yeah, she's a proper homemaker type wife. You know what I mean? It's just how she is. She would see that as, yeah, that's what I do, not you. Naff off out of my kitchen.
Get out of my kitchen.
Yeah. A trad wife, is it they call them? But
could be.
There is a name. Their name does exist. Apparently it's a thing.
Did you read Sophie, Tommy Toblerone? Am I having a moment? You did, didn't you? Yes, you did.
Yes, I did, mate. When I did my... Oh, by the way, I forgot to ask the question bit. Yeah.
That's the one.
Someone wasn't paying attention.
I was painting a fiddly bit.
Oh, right. Is that what it's called now?
Yeah.
I'll remember that. The next time I forget something on the E-Model stream and you try to mock me, I shall sit there and go, but I was painting something fiddly, Fox.
Yeah, I'll give you leeway for that. It's more than allowed.
Okay. Wouldn't have been able to do it on the old format E-Model show because none of us were building anything back then, but
no.
I'd certainly try it on the new one. Now I know it's a thing and it's a blag. Oh, yeah, gotta be using that bad boy.
Yeah.
Let's give that a little holdykins in there.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch you play games. I'm certainly really looking forward to it. I mean, the thing with me, and I'm kind of weird like this, but actually I've always enjoyed watching other people play games.
Yeah, Lex does. If I've got the door open, he'll be in the kitchen. And suddenly, like you say, you just see his shadow on the screen. He's like, you are quite eccentric when you play games. And he said, why do you narrate? I said, it's just my thing, mate.
Just storytelling, isn't it?
Yeah. And he said, kind of in that world, ain't you, mate? Yep.
Yeah, shows that you're immersed.
I'm in a happy little world, in a happy little town, in a happy little village, or wherever I may be.
Yep. Yeah, my mate Martin used to come around, and I'd just sit there and watch him play games on my Xbox, because I like watching other people play.
Yeah, he says, yeah, he's still doing the 250 of the play. I'm really looking forward to that. That is going to be a beautiful build, mate.
Did you say he was scratch building a Define?
Yeah, he is, yeah. I've seen it. He's doing it off the blueprints. Just using the 1.420 version as a pointer, showing me where panels intersect with other panels. It's a good shout, mate. It's a palette buster, isn't it? Because, like you say, you can do a build like that, Page, and then when you come to do the larger variant, gives you an understanding of where things go and what other panels are placed together and gaps and all of that. So, yeah.
If you can get hold of a copy of the Star Trek technical manual, that's got loads of good...
I was trying to think what it was called, but yeah.
Well, the DS9 technical manual, I think it is.
Yeah. But loads of reference material out there, isn't there? So Google's a wonderful thing.
That's got loads of photographs of the studio model, but I can't remember what it's called. It might be The Art of Star Trek, I think. Or
Wasn't there a Haynes manual on it as well?
I think so.
Pretty much a Haynes manual on everything, isn't there?
Yeah. Tough little shit.
Absolutely.
I know in the technical manual it actually shows you the shuttle that you never see, because there's actually a shuttle on the Define.
Yeah.
And a shuttle bay. And it's actually a meaty little shuttle. It's like, oh, that looks so good. I wish we'd seen that in the actual show.
A bit like the oversized one that was on the Voyager, wasn't it? So that's that. And that goes in there. So
excuse me, tickly cough.
You're suitably excused there, mate.
Yes. You can tell I'm painting white because the Celestial Greys come out.
Oh, yeah, because we never use white.
Yeah.
Want to paint white? Yeah, don't use white.
I'm going to paint white. We're going to use white. No.
A bit like black. Don't use black. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's counterintuitive, but...
Yep.
Right, so we got that little gadget. What have we got then? K18, I'll have that. Loads of little fiddly parts tonight, but there's gonna be, because it's that stage of this build now where it's all of that little stuff.
What are you doing, the suspension, or is it the
no,
interior?
that's all done. It's the interior, mate.
Ah, yeah.
This is the first interior I've done on an armour build. And it's only when you look at the diagrams for painting and that you realise how compact and everything was, how everything was fitted in, and how little room there would have been in the actual tank for the crew. It's
Can you imagine how stinky it would have been?
It's an eye opener. It really is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm finding it interesting just for that, because the reason I'm doing this 35th Tiger is, like, before I chose the 16th Sherman for E-Models, I did the 35th, but I will invest in the 1/16th Tiger, because having built one for E-Models, I would dearly love to do one in as my sign-off for armour. So have a large tank in the collection. Having done the large Sherman, I've got to do a large Tiger, haven't I?
Yeah. Nice kit, that.
So that'll be one for the future. So I thought, if I do this, I'm not sure whether the large 16th scale Tiger comes with an interior or not. If there is one out there that does in 16th scale, then I'll get it, because why not?
What was one Ted did? Was that the Panzer IV, wasn't it?
Panzer IV, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it will have an interior.
Sherman hasn't.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So never be sure, dear. Because Sherman didn't have one. Which, to be honest with you, I didn't mind, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But no, the only thing that's got in there is the gun in the turret, because where the hatch is open on the top, you could see into the gun. But yeah. I've got figures in mine, so you can't see inside there anyway. But I built the gun anyway.
Yep.
But, that's another thing I'll be doing this week as well. I'll be filming a modification I'm making to the Batmobile part. Ooh. So I'm going to be filming that, and hopefully I can put that up by the end of the week. I think Jeff will like that one. Jeff will like the modification.
Modificazione.
Absolutely.
You like your modifying, don't you?
Certain things need it.
Yeah.
You know, you see something, you think, oh, they could have done better.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing. Gosh. Have you a bit of him?
Apparently the new Borderlands film has come out, and as expected, it's apparently not very good.
Oh, really? Oh, that's a shame.
Everyone's just panning it. Yeah. It just wasn't a very good script, and they didn't have a very good story for it.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I don't know. One chance they had.
Yeah. Plus, I think they made it, I don't know the ratings in America, but is it R, where it's rated safe for kids?
Oh, right, yeah.
Whereas in the original game, it's an adult-rated game, or mature-rated game.
Yeah, so they basically try to get as many youngsters in to see it, and it's kind of backfired by the sound of it.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is that the game itself wouldn't be that well known amongst the youngsters anyway, because it's a
Gen X
late
thing,
2000s.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's a late 2000s era game. Really. They aimed it at the wrong audience.
Well, if they don't like the film, they can always watch my Borderlands bus video. See what I did there? See
I like
what I did?
There.
Great segue there. PJ's now twitching. I can feel it.
Yeah, I can hear the twitch from here.
The Bluey-based Borderlands build. Yeah. Oh, dear.
I can just hear Marcus.
Yeah. Well,
no, I'm just saying I can just hear Marcus because he drives the bus.
Yeah. Anyone of a nervous disposition? Yeah. Go. Wow, I did something with my big O fans and it didn't collapse. Let me see.
Yeah.
There is, mate. You've got to try and get it off your bum, Cole. Right there. Swig a drink. Let's have a swig of drink. What's the Harry? Oh, it's only 1 o'clock.
Yep.
PJ says, technically there are 4 shuttles on the USS Defiant. Something I discovered from the blueprints. I never knew that, mate.
No, I thought there was 1. I didn't realise there were 4.
Yeah, it's a big old shuttle bay and all of that. Oh, think of the potential in there. You're lighting this all up as well, Peach. Am I right in thinking?
Did you know? Most people do know, but did you know that in the Enterprise D on the saucer in the centre at the bottom, the little sort of oval shaped thing was actually the captain's yacht called Calypso?
Oh, right, yeah.
You never saw it. I read the thing once, and the producers were saying we quite often tried to figure out how to get the captain's yacht into a story, but we just couldn't afford the budget for it to have the model built and stuff. It was like, nah.
Right.
This bit on the front of the vehicles is supposed to be like 2 green stripes and a white stripe in the middle. But I figured I may as well paint the whole thing white first. So if I do the green stripe and mess it up, I've got room for manoeuvre then.
Good ruse. Good ruse.
Yeah.
Right, so that goes in there. Yeah, cool. Nice. Right. What we want, bit of extra thin in there.
It might be counterintuitive, but I'm effectively blocking out a dark grey with a white, which makes no sense at all. But Celestra Grey is your friend.
It will, especially if you're doing checkers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Love doing checkers.
That's
God,
where it comes into his own.
Checkers are so cool. You like your checkers, don't you?
I do, mate. I must admit, I do find them a bit therapeutic, mate. You probably noticed.
Checkers. You do better checkers than me.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah. I would, and I did.
I did enjoy doing the Harlequins as well. So
That's beyond checkers, that. That's just insanity patterns.
There'll be more filming on them this week.
Ooh.
No.
Peach says, yes, Colin, lights are going in both Defiance.
Oh, nice one, mate. Nice one.
That was one of the things that I eventually fell out of doing Star Trek kits. Was one, most of the kits were terrible. And 2, I never really wanted to do lighting, but they always kind of looked like they needed lighting. And I was like,
yeah, it's never really been something that's your thing, is it? And it's like anything. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing, you know. It's not, it's not a bad thing, you know. It's just not for everyone.
Jeff says, ooh, an upcoming special top secret modification of the Batmobile. Colour me intrigued.
Oh, yeah.
And PJ says, speaking of Bluey, he literally types out all the B's. Did you hear about that bloke who nicked all those rare collectible Bluey coins? I heard that and immediately thought that Fox had done the deed. No, but if you can send me his details. I think, the Australian Mint released loads of like Bluey, special commemorative Bluey coins.
I can now envisage the twitch that PJ's having, bless him. I really hope that he wasn't doing a really detailed piece on a model there, mate, because, I'll be looking in your photographs now for the crooked item, and it'll be, I know why that is, because you had a Dreyfus moment.
You're a crooked item.
I'm made of crooked items, but I'm happy.
All that matters. Oh, I can't get my lid off. Oh, I've sealed up. Oh, I've healed over. Oh.
Okay, so that goes in there. Let's just have a little shufty just to make sure. Sticks out like so.
Thank you, Riley.
Okay. So what is that? Oh, it's
that way.
Of course it is, you pilch. That's what it is, yeah. Right, cool. Happy with that.
Biddy.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense now. And this bit here goes just in front of it. Quite an obscure way of doing it, but that's what they reckon.
But it's German, so it's correct.
Yeah, you'd have been so proud of me on translated stuff.
Oh yeah.
So proud of myself.
Good.
You've got to do it, ain't you? You've got to go that little extra mile on things.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to tell anyone what it is.
Yeah.
I know of 2 things that are going in that people will not notice unless they look very, very closely.
Yes, I know what they are. Shh.
Because those that know me know that in every build, I try to do an egg. Just something that's there, that shouldn't be there, or is unique for the model. Just my own little quirky thing. You know, a lot of people sign their kits or leave a message. You know, it's to write in the underside of car body shells before I put the floor pans in. You know, there'd just be a little, Festa was here or something like that type message. But the E-Models builds, I just like to do something unique purely and because if someone's bent over looking at it in the counter, they're going to think, "Up a minute,
Is that? Look at that. Is that?
Is that?
No,
yeah,
can't be. Can't be.
there you go.
Yeah. If I'm doing a big model, I've got a load of. I used to just sign things on the inside.
Yeah.
Or put little notes in hidden places. But ever since I had to do a Hello Kitty tank for George, I've got a whole bunch of like Hello Kitty nail decals now. So I always try and put one on a big build. I'll try and put a little Hello Kitty sticker, a decal on there somewhere.
Yeah.
But if it's a small build, I can't get away with it.
Bits of raggy go on builds.
Yeah. Always raggy.
There you go. Try not to twitch again, can't? So yeah.
There is a Hello Kitty on my E-Models Millennium Falcon. Hidden away.
A bit of raggy in the Sherman.
Yeah.
It's in there.
We would expect no less.
Had a micro Festa. He's in there.
He
got it in there.
Yeah.
Buried away quite nicely.
Yep.
Let's see whether you can do this.
There was a little note buried deep inside a hidden panel in the Bane blade that Wendy Hickson bought off me.
Yeah. Yeah, my E-Models Bane blade's got raggy in there and a message.
Yep.
The AT-AT did as well.
I just like the idea that at some point on Antiques Roadshow, somebody will have this model kit from like 100 years before. And go, yes, this bit popped off and there was a note inside. Oh, yes.
My little miniature Falcon I built. Inside there, when you look through the window, I drilled out the window, but if you have an Optivisor on and look through it, you'll see Tom Baker out of Doctor Who in there.
Nice.
You know, because he shouldn't be in there, but he is. No. You know, and it's just little things like that.
It's just like the 10TV4 Starship in the original Star Wars.
Yeah.
In the opening title sequence, if you look through the front windscreen, there's a Star Wars poster on the
Star Wars poster from the film, yeah.
Yep.
You got to do these little things. My World War One diode, there's a guy reading a copy of the Sun newspaper. Freddie Starrett, my hamster. You know, like I say, things like that, they shouldn't be there, but it's just something.
Yep. Let's have a look. Jasmine says, if they did an adult episode of Bluey parodying Mad Max, I might watch.
Yeah, I've not watched no more episodes. I think I was up to about episode 7.
Yeah, I think you said 7, didn't you?
So I haven't watched no more since.
Sophie says, did you hear the rumour about butter? Well, I'm not spreading it. And GJ says, get your coat, taxi's waiting.
I was going to watch it one night, a bit of Bluey, and I had this image of PJ staring down at me like God through the clouds, you know? Don't do it, Colin.
So you watch 5 more episodes?
And I couldn't. I just had this image of him stood there with his arms folded. I am disappointed, not in you, but for you. So I couldn't do it. It was like, how could I look the man in the eye knowing that I had watched an episode of Bluey? Because he would know I'd done it. So I didn't. So you're a good deterrent, PJ. I give you that, mate. Right.
Every time you watch Bluey, PJ kills a kitten.
As long as it ain't my little kitty, I don't mind. Hey, my little kitty got his collar because he found his way all the way back home. Little cat, what a clever little.
Yeah, I need to go back to that. I didn't get that far into it.
Oh mate, I did. Yeah, I need to get a line.
Yeah, you finished it.
I know. I'm not a gaming addict. I just thought I'd clarify this, folks.
Yeah.
Devil's Metal.
He's not a gaming addict, but he may have played every single free game in Game Pass that gives you an easy 1,000 points twice.
Well, not just an easy 1,000 points.
Mildly challenging 1,000 points.
There's the bloke who went out and bought the Avatar game just so that he could get 1,000 points.
Yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah.
They're not always super easy. Give me some credit, dear. Bloody hell.
No, I mean, easy as in you'd have to play.
He makes it out that I switch on the Xbox and get 1,000 points.
How many have you got in the last month?
Gosh, you're not jealous or bitter in any way, shape, or form, are you?
No, not at all. I think it's brilliant. I think it's quite funny. But I think
got 800 points. That's all.
That's all right. It's good. Yeah, by easy, I mean not at the end of a 60-hour campaign kind of game.
I love how you belittle my achievements. Thank you.
No. I don't mean easy as in difficulty-wise.
Got his Captain Prickly knickers on, haven't you, dear?
No. So I say I'm not talking about skill.
Nor am I. All right, P1. All right, I won't do any 1,000-point games this month so that you can beat me, dear. There you go.
I'm not even racing that. I'm not doing that. I think it's good that you're getting all these points. It's brilliant.
Doesn't really.
I do.
Doesn't.
I do.
Doesn't.
I think it's nice that he's getting into it. I'm quite proud of you.
Doesn't stop whining about me getting more points than him each month.
I'm not whining at all.
Sits there with his mum in the morning. I can't believe
50
it.
points.
I went all that effort. I spent 18 hours on Avatar and he's got more points than me. He's cheating, mum.
The Avatar game is really stingy with the points.
A lot of them are.
Yeah.
Hey, Kitty, that's not an easy 1,000 points. Hunter Call of the Wild, that's not easy.
Oh, yeah, no, Hunter Call of the Wild isn't. No.
But that Avatar game, I haven't bought it, but literally, I think you just switch it on, get 1,000 points and switch it off, don't you?
Yeah, well, there's Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is an old game. And that literally is like, I think you press B 30 times and you've got 1,000 points. And it's been mocked ever since, and it was always like a badge of shame. But now I was like, I'll just do it ironically because I'll get the 1,000 points.
Check his Xbox. It's the first thing he went and got.
No, I got to it like 20 years too late.
Hold up a minute. So you do it to be ironic, but anyone else does it to get an easy 1,000 points. Is that what you're saying?
No, I did it for the easy 1,000 points and to be ironic.
Yeah.
For the fun of it. I kind of figured the stigma's passed now and screw it. Let's just do it.
No.
But the Avatar, the Frontiers of Pandora, that's stingy with the points.
It's a nice game, though. It's beautiful.
Oh, it's I need to get back into that.
Yeah, I need to get back into it. Well, you've been engrossed with the PC since you got your new rig, haven't you? You've not really done a lot of consoling.
No. Well, I've been getting everything set up because I'll do game streaming from the PC, but it's just going to be like games that aren't on console, or in the case of Fallout 4, games that are just so broken on console now because they messed it up that I can't really carry on there. So I'll carry on PC instead.
Yeah. And of course, he's discovered modding, see, so he's heavily modded them all to make it easy.
To make it easy at all.
Been cheating, haven't you? You're cheating. You're cheating.
To make them more pretty and get cool weapons that aren't in the normal game.
Cheating.
Not cheating.
Yeah.
Getting the cool weapons that Bethesda never
So I play the games for the easy gamer points, but when you do the modding, that's not cheating. Okay.
No, I'm not. Cheating would be if I gave myself all the ammo, but I'm not. I'm just giving myself pretty landscapes, and
I told you.
Fallout 4, I'm giving myself the Lee Enfield, which is a kick-ass rifle.
Good shout, good rifle.
Yeah,
that's in Hunter Call of the Wild even.
I like the Garand, but then I found the Lee Enfield. And it's like, you know what? This is even better.
I do know when I next go into that game, Gary's going to give me stink eye.
Oh God, yeah.
God, is he going to give me stink eye?
It is the way forward.
I didn't go in and play the game for a week because I was that worried about Gary, my bloodhound in the game, giving me stink eye because I haven't been there giving him his daily treat and all of that lot. So I avoided it because he shamed me. Come on, it's a computer game, for Christ's sake.
You were more worried about that than you were touching buttons in H's kitchen.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
It's like, I could go and face Gary, or I could just go and press all the buttons on the oven. I'll go and press all the buttons on the oven.
Absolutely. I've had years of eyebrow moments off of H where I've touched her appliances. I can pass that with flying colours. Stink eye off Gary. Oh, that's a whole new world, mate.
Yeah.
That's harsh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's next level stuff, that is. It's like, yeah. What have we got going on here?
It's elder abuse. Is what
it is, mate. He proper gives me the stink eye, mate. It's like, really, what have I done? He sits there laughing at me, and I'm sitting there saying to the dog, what are you giving me stink eye for? It's like, dude, you're getting owned by the dog now in the game. It's like...
Thing is, though, it's like, how can you get stink eye off a dog when you give it a treat that costs $4,000? It's like, come on now. Or whatever it is, the crazy price you were paying for your dog
$4,500 for a box of treats. Honestly, they should be beluga caviar at that price.
What exactly are they basing that on? Exactly.
I don't know. I've got no idea, mate, but... I pointed the shotgun at him and tried to shoot him, but you can't shoot your own bloodhound. It got that bad. And then he's sitting there going, I can't believe you attempted to shoot Gary. I've got to tell the whole internet. Like, really? Tell him. It's like, dude, that dog's got right under your skin. I said, he's giving me stink eye. Git face. I cleaned that up, didn't I?
You did. Check your chat, dude.
Oh, 2 secs, mate. Let's just put my chair down. Oh, bless you. Coinage Cole for avoiding the TV show. Or to add to the 3D printer fund. Your choice, choose wisely. It will go to the 3D printer fund, PJ. Yeah. Thank you very, very, very kindly. It means a hell of a lot, mate. It really does. I get all blubby and loved up, mate, because it's just nice. It means a lot to me.
Jasmine says you should leave a little 3D printed pork pie inside models.
That is a damn good shout.
Yeah, and PJ says a little Festa calling hat.
Yeah.
Or just make sure at least one of a figure in a kit is.
Could actually do me little figure, couldn't I, as a 3D printed figure?
Yeah. Insert yourself into any model where there's figures.
Well, I've got myself driving the taxi, haven't I, in the London bus?
Yep.
IO.
Yep.
I've got myself scanned, so why not? Got to do these things.
Mm-hmm. Because we're children. Because this is not in any way a serious hobby.
No.
At least not to us anyway.
No, life is serious enough. This is getting away from that.
Anyone who takes this hobby seriously is just doing it wrong.
Yeah. My advice on that would be, get over yourself. Fun.
Yeah. You're making toy soldiers. That's as serious as it needs to be. When you think about it.
I have just done Devil's Metal.
Oh, have you? Was it bigly or littly?
That was only little. Springs on the back of a chair. Why?
Oh, most impressive.
I have managed.
Hey?
I have managed to get super glue on me tongue.
How the hell? I'll tell you How have you done that?
Sorry, mate. I'm trying to get it off with a bit of pair of tweezers. Give us a minute.
Oh dear. Don't be like Festa. Remember, folks, Festa's for life, not just for Christmas.
Got it.
Nice.
There you go. Said bit of super glue.
You need to tell me how now, because I'm never going to figure it out.
Let me sit back down and I'll explain. Oh God! What's this stuff always happening to me? Wilkinson, you are a tip wobble. Right. What it was. There it goes. Everyone's going to mock me. When I last used my super glue, I'd forgot to wipe the nozzle. So when I put the lid on, it had formed the interior shape of the lid. So when I took the cap off just now, it had like a pork pie out on it.
Oh, yeah.
So rather than use my scraper, I stuck the tube in my mouth and just popped the end off with my teeth. Got the hat off, got the little super glue chunk off the end, glued me bit together, and I thought, is that on my tongue? And I went to poke my tongue out and it was stuck to the back of my tooth.
No.
So I'm like, okay, no one's asked me any questions. I'm getting away with this.
You fool.
And then I just made that momentary pause and snigger, didn't I? And it's like, yeah. So it's time to fess up. Yes, I did do it, folks. Yes, I am that stupid. And no, the lesson hasn't been learnt, because I will probably do it again.
It will happen again.
There you go, folks.
It's the way forward.
I do these stupid things, so do you. Good, ain't I?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be here all week.
Self-sacrifice.
Yeah. I'm available for hire, weddings, bar mitzvahs, all of that lot.
I think your brain is thinking that if you do it to yourself, it'll stop the universe doing it to other people.
Yeah.
In a very, like,
go away, you little fluttery fly, you thing. You got all that space. Fly over there. Naff off out of it. Big planet out there that you could fly around trees and all of that lot. No. You want to come in here and you want to flutter and flop around my canister. And I ain't having it. Here, I'm off on a narrate here, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed.
Little flyy McFlyykins.
Mm-hmm. I had a new one the other day. It's not unusual to have to throw a slug out the kitchen, because they crawl in through the air vent bricks.
Oh, right, yeah.
But I came in the other day and there was a worm, just a worm on the kitchen floor. I'm like, it was just there going, worm. I'm like, well, that's a new one. Come on then, let's get you out. But I was very careful with it, because worms are important. We like worms.
Worms are needed, muchly.
Worms are very important. We don't harm worms.
Right.
Plus, they've got the best name anyway.
Worms.
Worm.
Yeah, I'd love to hear Rowan Atkinson say Bob the Worm.
Bob Worm.
Let's put that away safely. See, I'm used me goddamn glass mat. It's been put away in its goddamn glass mat living space. Hey, Peach, you're suitably proud of me keeping this up, mate, ain't you? He says, having not put his super glue back. See? Putting things away whilst I'm building. I'm clearly ill.
There's something wrong there.
There isn't there? Right.
Yeah, I found that little glass mat brilliant for when you're making a tank or a truck and you want to get all the wheels fit level. But I don't want to get the big massive. I don't want to get the big massive cutting board out. So I'll just get the little glass mat out. It's great.
See, for me Bane blades, and me Rogel Dawn and things like that. You know what I use? I use my 3D printer bed, because it's glass. It's level.
Yeah, I don't have anything like that, so I have to count on a big glass cutting mat, which I don't need now because I've got my little glass cutting mat, which is better.
Absolutely. Yes. Right, we got that. Ah, that's a bit of the old Flory McFlory stuff. Ah, that's what you want. Right, yeah, you go in there then, do you? Okay, you've got an happy little home there, haven't you? Look at that. Which way round you go? That way. Now you live behind there. Dry fit.
I'm managing to survive the NCIS drought at the minute by watching new tricks.
Oh, right, yeah. I'm not binge watching anything at the moment, which is unusual for me. But I don't really want to get into binge watching anything at the moment with all this video footage I want to edit. So it's like, don't binge watch anything now until after you've released at least one complete video series, Wilkinson. Yep. So.
Well, I only binge watch mine when I'm eating my dinner, so
yeah,
I'm quite well behaved, which is quite unusual for me.
Yeah, but see, I can remote access and network from next door, so I can sit and edit video in the comfy chair of lounginess. See, so
yeah.
If I sit there and go, I'm going to watch, yeah,
you'll be there all
then
night.
I won't be video editing, will I? And
no.
There you go, bit of Flory McFlorykins. But that's definitely my mission, to try to be more productive. Got to.
Yep.
Just for my own sanity, because it's beginning to bug me that I've got all this footage. And it's like, yeah, it's no good there, Carl.
Edward Leonard is in. Squishy alert.
Way, oh, damn it, I just dropped me bit there. Sorry, mate, go on.
I've done it.
Yeah, I was going
to Jasmine says, only Colin could get super glue on his tongue. Don't lick your kits.
Yeah, absolutely.
Edward says, evening, morning, ladies and gentle peoples. I hope everyone is doing okay. Hello and
hello, Edward. Lovely to see you in, mate. Same for you, mate. Hope you're keeping well, mate. Love to you and your family.
Yeah. Edward says he's still getting over the vacation wave runner incident.
Oh, bless you, mate.
And PJ says, my sympathies for your bank account.
Yeah. Certainly, mate. And they wonder why fellas of our age don't like going on vacation. It's because of bad luck like that, mate. Right. Where's that go? You go down there.
I've never liked going anywhere, me. Whenever I got time off from work, I'd always be like, you know what, I'm just going to sit at home and do whatever.
Yeah, it's especially now because obviously getting about is a monumental planning issue. It's like, it's no fun. It's
not a practical thing for you
more
anymore,
more so for those with me because I want them to enjoy themselves. So I tend to think of it like that. But I've got a trip that's upcoming, and because it's a birthday prezi, so yeah. But I am nervous about the travelling because, luckily no flights are involved because I don't fly now. So.
I ain't getting on a plane, fool.
No, Mugello was my last flight, and don't fly now.
No.
Because, like I say, if something does go untoward or abroad medically, I mean, we was going to go to Los Angeles, weren't we, when Lex was over doing his film, and then obviously the Velociraptor struck. But just trying to get insurance and clearance for all the meds and things like that.
Yeah.
It was so expensive, the quote we got for my insurance. It was like... And I understand why, because obviously, it is a big liability, isn't it? Let's be honest. But
yeah, you got to be covered.
And then obviously because, oral morph and that, it's opioid, isn't it? It's opioid based, so... Yeah.
All right. Edward says to PJ, sympathy for his bank account. He says, cheers, PJ, bourbon helps.
Yes, that's my advice. Was literally about to come to you there, Edward. My worldly advice is to start drinking heavily. It's not probably the most helpful advice you've been given, but
honest advice.
You know, you're drinking for two. You're not only drinking for you, Edward, you're drinking for me. So it's got to be a goodly sesh, mate. And, you know, if Mrs. Edwards says, "Oi, why are you upside down underneath the kitchen table, burping and gurgling?" Well, I'm drinking for Festa as well, love. That'll be why. And she'll forgive you for that, mate.
Yeah.
Trust me.
You want to do it properly. Get yourself on a flight, get into a proper British pub.
Yeah.
Not a bar, but a pub, and have a proper Sunday sesh.
Yeah. Would I lie to you, Edward? You trust me, mate. I'm your friend.
He's also got a bridge for sale if you're interested.
Got carpet for sale. Too soon?
Ooh. It goes down on floorboards, even with a nice gap between them.
Yeah.
It's one of those special carpets that the fibres stay in place. It doesn't shed.
So we did their double pun.
Oh yeah, puns within puns.
Go. Have you a bit of that?
Have you a bit of that?
A little bit of squash.
Can you get different flavours of that squash, or is it just always orange? Is it just because it's a
comes as a powder with all the different bits in, so it's the one I prefer, so it's what I have.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got things of goodness in there, the sachets of whatever it is in there. So
proper stuff.
I
tried some Mummel's cranberry juice the other day, and dear God, how she drinks that stuff. Oof.
You've got to keep hydrated, haven't you? It's like,
Yep. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I'd find things like black currants and that too sweet and sickly, and I don't know what the sugar content of them sort of drinks would be. So this just comes in them sachet stuff that I get. That's what she was advised, and get them.
Designed for the purpose of.
Yeah, got all the bits and bobs in there that you need, all the stuff that I'm maybe not getting in my diet or whatever. It's they seem happy.
Like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, they seem happy. So. Got me got my eye screenings coming up end of this month for the diabetes and glaucoma. God, am I looking forward to that? But and then the optician's trip is going to happen after that. Try and get some glasses I can see out of them. That'd be fun.
Yep.
Yeah. You never know. I could end up magnifier free. Who'd have thought it, eh?
Ooh. Yeah. That'd be good. I take it you're not going anywhere near varifocals, though. You don't like them, do you?
No, they're... Yeah. It's finding a decent... Especially the way how this room is laid out. You know, to look through the bottom bit to read the monitor, I've got to be able to crane my head back at a 60-degree angle. I can't do that. I've got fusions in there, and so I can't see through what would be the optimum part of the lens. So for me, they're pretty useless, and I can never seem to see out of the right bit when I need to. You know, there's always something you're trying to do. Either the light's in the way, so you tilt it, and then you're searching around the lens for the appropriate bit to be staring through. And don't forget as well, this prescription's 14 years ago, so you know.
I'm finding that at the minute with these glasses is it's when I'm just watching a video or reading text or something, it's fine because my eye's moving about the screen. But when I'm trying to play a game, on this little 1080p monitor, I can't find the focal point. I can't find where to focus. It's like
exactly that's my problem. So I'm just going to go back to glasses for the telly, glasses for reading, and that'll be it.
I was fiddling with in a game the other day. I was fiddling with depth of focus effects.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I realised that I couldn't even tell what the hell I was doing because I was looking at the screen, but I wasn't sure if it was the depth of focus effect or I was just looking through the wrong part of my glasses. I'm like, I've got no idea what the hell I'm doing. I need to stop doing this.
Yeah,
I abandoned those.
Well, it's like H said, yeah, you know, we'll get your eye screenings done, she said, because you're sitting here watching the MotoGP with your magnifiers on just so that you can see the numbers on the bikes and the leaderboard that's on the screen. That's
not good.
So, you know, it's a 55-inch telly, love.
Yeah, that's
so I can't read it. I can't see it as I'm standing around looking for the bit. You know, these varifocals, they're quite potent, you know, and yeah, so, and I'm trying to find the right bit to look for, you know, and it's like, yeah.
It's the kind of thing that, like, when you first get them, they're probably right, but as your eyes get worse over time, the focally bit, the actual focusy bit, gets smaller and smaller that you can use.
Well, with men of a certain age, you get macular degeneration or whatever they call it. Yep. You know, your ability to focus is, you know, diminished. You know, as the muscles get weaker in the eyes, and so that, you know. Years ago, you didn't have varifocal glasses as a young fella. You just had a pair of glasses and you could see everything because your eyes focused back then. But now, everything's varifocal and it's like,
now we have the oldness and it's not awesome.
Yes, I don't want any more varifocals. This is my third pair. And they've probably been the worst pair I've had. And I've had enough of them now. It's like, no, I'm just going to go back to old school.
Yeah, this will be my second prescription with varifocals. And it's like,
yeah.
You know, I have found them.
Go on.
No, go on.
The wife said about perhaps try and bifocals, and I'm so disappointed with my experience with the varies that I'm like, well, is bifocals going to be just as bad? I don't know. I've not had bifocals before, so.
No. I mean, at least that's only just two focal areas, but it guarantees that there'll be something you do that at the normal height it's right in the middle. And you either have to tip your head up or down a little bit.
Yeah, unless I get bifocals for day to day, and then if I want to read, I can just bung a pair of reading glasses on the prescription as well. Just solely for that. I don't know. It's got to think of options, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, I was just going to say, like, with the varifocals, for looking at a computer monitor, which is where I spend a lot of my day, I don't need I just need something that focuses at that distance.
Yeah, that's why I was about to say about the reading glasses, but
yeah. But then for when I'm at the bench or something, it's kind of handy because I can be working on something close up and then look up, say, at the chat or something, and I can kind of get it in focus.
Well, this is it with the bifocals. I was thinking, especially like live stream, we were doing close-up stuff. But also, if I want to look up and read the chat, I could do that probably through buys. And then if I want to sit and just read a magazine or a book, I'll just flick on a pair of reading glasses because that is solely what they're going to be used for. So,
yeah.
And whenever I get a prescription, I always have a spare pair made anyway. Because I'm clumsy. I drop them all the time.
Yeah.
So I always have a spare pair, but... on this one, my spare pair of varies as well, which is like...
yeah. I'm trying to choose a green colour, and I never choose well.
What do other people that wear glasses, you know, do you have issues with varifocals? Do you find them good? Do you really not like them at all? It's one of them, isn't it? But most opticians in the UK push varifocals all the time. They must be getting one hell of a commission. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
They always try to upsell every customer. That's retail, isn't it? But
yeah,
it's just frustrating. It's like, then, oh, do you want this coating? Do you want that coating? For what you're charging me for them, I'd expect them to be coated in gold and be walked around the corner with by Angelina Jolie or something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I want them hand smoothed on the thighs of Cuban virgins.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Oh, this coating stops that. Well, they should all be on there.
Mm.
need special coatings just to walk out on the windy day. For crying out loud. Wibble's coming. I can feel it building up now.
I'm just sitting here quietly waiting for it to come. I can sense it coming.
You've done it. You've loaded the gun, ain't you, you turd?
I did nothing.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Is a thing though. Yeah, it's an annoying thing. I don't know whether it's the same stateside or whatever, but the UK opticians, they really do only want to give everyone varifocals, and it's like, yeah, they don't work. Stop bloody making them. I don't think I've come across anyone that's not had a complaint about them. You watch someone in the chat now go, yeah, they're the best glasses I've ever had. I know it's coming.
Yeah. The funny thing is, like, even though I've had varifocals and you're supposed to, like, use different bits of the lens, what I find myself doing is just looking straight ahead through the middle of them anyway, regardless, and just accepting that's where I'm looking. So I get the impression that I've just spent most of my time looking through the wrong bits. Yeah,
PJ says, I use my Optivisors for modelling. Other than that, even at my old age, I'm blessed with 20/20 vision. Yeah, I have a squint, PJ, where my eye wants to go up into the corner on the right-hand side. So I have a prism lens construction to try to keep the eye straight. The left eye's just got on a bit old and a bit clagged, bless it, but... that's the predominant reason for the prescription is for that squint. Yeah.
I've got one in my right eye.
Yeah.
On my right, and it's like whenever I have prescriptions done, they just make the right lens to look like the left lens. There's no point doing a prescription for it.
Yeah.
Because that part of my brain's just not developed enough to know what it's looking at.
Yeah. Because as a kid, I used to have the old ocular patches and all of that old gubbins.
I had the pirate eye patch.
Yeah. It's like... Yeah, I wore contacts for about a decade or so, but eyes are as dry as a bone now, so not... Yeah, they're like, yeah... let's not wear contacts anymore because, eyeballs like the Mojave Desert, mate.
Yeah, I couldn't wear contacts. The thought of sticking my finger in my eye. No.
Yeah. Didn't notice that, mate, to be honest with you. You know, I had the soft contact lenses and don't get me wrong, you know, they did their thing. It was a faff, let's be honest. It was a faff.
Yeah.
You know, but... in the line of work I did, you know, it was far easier having a contact lens knocked out than a pair of glasses, you know what I mean? So, so for that alone, it was the better option, so to speak. Because if you got a punch in the eye with a soft contact lens, it wasn't a problem. Or punch in the eye as a doorman with a pair of glasses on, you know, you could have all kinds of problems. So.
Yeah. No, I was offered contacts once. I'm like, no. When I was a kid, though, when I was a little kid, for some reason, I just really wanted to wear glasses.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. When from being a little kid, I want to wear glasses. I used to fake my eye test, but this one I knew. But I really wanted to wear glasses. So when I was actually
you wanted to be Joe 90, didn't you?
No, I don't think I want to do that, but I can't remember why. I just thought I just wanted to wear glasses. I want to wear glasses now. They look great. I was naive as a child. I can't deny it.
My mum was quite surprised when I turned up wearing glasses. Oh, your eyes suddenly got bad. And I went, I've worn contact lenses for 15 years, Mum. Oh, have you? It's like one Christmas, right? She brought me a shaving cup and mug. I was like, Mum, I've got a beard. I've had one since I was a teenager. Oh, bless her. She is funny. She's terrible, her eyesight. She's proper, you know, beer bottle glasses type thing, you know. She's only got the one lens because she lost her other eye. So.
Yeah. My mum's got terrible eyesight. but she refuses to let anyone optician anywhere near her.
Winnie's got the classic, 1960s Dame Edna glasses with the little old swirly eyebrows on the top, then.
Yeah.
Legendary
bit like the
glasses.
eyes on the front of your Sherman tank.
Yeah. Proper Dame Edna's, and yeah, bless her heart.
Remember me and you were talking about that, and I was saying how sometimes I find myself watching like a film or a video of somebody, like say from the late 60s or early 70s, talking like it might be Arthur C. Clarke or Isaac Asimov or somebody, some footage of somebody or a politician, and they've got those classic 1970s glasses where you've got the black upper frame, and the arch, and then the bit around the sides and underneath is either not there, it's only half a frame, or it's like very thin metal, and usually it's the ones without any frame underneath. It's just the black bit on the top. And for some reason, I just like those glasses. I'm like, ooh, like posh NHS glasses they were, I suppose, but half frames.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, but they're nice looking glasses, but they were always far too small for the person's face in the 70s. You see this, I remember watching Isaac Asimov talking, and he had these glasses with a really thick black half frame, which looked really great, but they were like that big, and his eye was that big, and it was like tiny little glasses, barely bigger than his eyes. I'm like, yeah, that's not good.
Because Willie started telling her friends now that we talk about her on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's say. I told my friends that you talk about me, she said. Oh, ever so pleased.
On the telly.
Yeah, I'm like, my God. Yeah. They know about your magpie syndrome.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. I did that first time. I did a textured petal bit of photo etch first time.
Nice.
10
points.
So proud of himself.
Things can only get better.
Right, that's where I'm going to end it. No, I'm not really.
Yeah, do you want to attempt fatal finish?
Mate, no, I'm on a roll now, mate. I'm going to let that cure. Super glue off gluing it. Put over there with a photo etch because I might need that again. Because I'm not afraid of devil's metal, honest.
No.
I'm now doing a PJ. I've got the Draper's Twitch going now.
Yeah. Hello, I'm the Pope, and I also happen to poop in the woods.
Let's have a quick Bob look at the chat. I don't know why I said Bob. PJ says, Festa's glasses of seeingness. Absolutely, mate. What have we got? You're a modeler, you dumpty. Mask off one pair and respray them a different colour. Sorry, colour. Yeah. Jeff's got a pair of varifocal glasses tuned for computer use and indoors, and one pair for outside and driving. Like a moron, I had both made with identical frames. Yeah, see, that's where I struggled at first with two pairs of glasses, because I drove home from work one night with the reading glasses on and wondered why everything was not looking right. And yeah, so I will go for different frames for each pair because makes logical sense. H chooses my glasses anyway, so it's all her fault.
I see. Is that how you playing it? Are you blaming H?
No, she always does, mate.
No, I mean, you're saying it's her fault. You're blaming H for it.
Absolutely. Oh, I told her what you said, and she was like, cheeky C-U-N-T. Yeah. Especially when I told her about your penchant for kicker sneakers. She went, really? 1970s, man?
Hey, nothing wrong with the 1970s.
Just clean that off.
Okay.
Happy days. So cool with this clear bit going on there later on. Different. Right, what we got? PJ says to Jeff, the Americans hate the letter U. That's why it's always taken out. A bit like tire, isn't it? They spell that different as well, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
It's whatever works, isn't it, at the end of the day?
Yep.
Right, so we got that piece there. Okay, let's get that off of there.
Striping time.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have gone back to the States when we had the chance of going to LA, but wasn't to be.
No.
Did enjoy me time out there, though. It was fun.
Yeah. Never been.
Yeah.
I often think I should one day go to visit my brother, but...
Whereabouts is your brother in America?
Say again?
Whereabouts is he in the States?
He's in Tennessee.
Oh, right, yeah.
A little town called Collierville. I think he's still in Collierville.
Oh, nice one. Elvis country, isn't it? It was Elvis. Memphis, wasn't it? Tennessee,
Yeah.
Elvis.
He used to live in Memphis. Yeah. He moved to out after a while. He's lived in about 3 different places. My sister-in-law used to work at Gracelands.
Really? Your
Used to
brother's
be-
been out there quite a long time, hasn't he, now?
Yeah, since like the mid-80s, I think. He's a citizen now. He went from green card to full-fledged
Oh, good man.
damn Yank, as it were.
Just to alienate the American audience there.
That's not straight. That is straight. Yes, it is.
Just put that.
So, yeah, I should probably go and visit him at some point one day.
Seems settled out there, though, doesn't he? So, yeah, fair play to him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's lived there vastly longer than he ever lived here.
Yeah. Happy days.
I still like it. So,
It's like any country. All countries have their unique attributes, don't they? And, you know, their good points, their bad points, however you want to put it. You know, there's good and bad everywhere. You know, it's... funny, I mean, when we was going to emigrate to Australia, you know, it was a big thing back then, you know, but H the other week was on about it. She said, could you imagine how broke we would be now with your medical bills had we have emigrated out there?
oh yeah.
It does, you know, all right, I know you have insurances and all of that, but even so, it would have still been huge expense.
Yeah, with less support, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm assuming there's not quite as an in-depth.
I don't think so. I think it is pretty much, you know,
Insurance-based system or something?
I think so. I think it's very similar to the American formula, isn't it? Where, like you say, you have your healthcare insurances and that should give you the coverage, I think. I'm not 100% sure of the American system, to be honest.
Obviously, anybody in the audience who is American, do tell us, but I think there is Medicaid, I think, in America.
Yeah, I think you have
yeah.
hospitals for uninsured people, don't you, or whatever? And,
Yeah.
and those that have got private healthcare can go to the more university-based hospitals that have got perhaps more scope, more treatment options. I don't know. I don't know whether that's correct or not. But I only go what we see on TV shows over here, so
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, most of them are probably inaccurate. I don't know. But, you know, I don't know whether people get turned away for not having cover. I don't know whether that's true or not. You see it in a lot of the TV shows, don't you? Oh, no, can't treat them because they haven't got healthcare insurance or whatever.
Yeah, they're not insured.
But I don't know whether that's TV dramatic effect or whether that would legally be able to happen. I don't know. There you go. I'm sure the American guys and girls would let us know, but again, it's like anything. We never know quite what to believe, whether it's TV for dramatic effect or not, you know. So,
yeah.
That must be a terrible thing, though, if you are in that situation and you can't get treated because, you know, what are your options then? What happens there? Do they just leave you out on the pavement to get drop dead then? I don't know. Over here, that you'd get done for that. So I don't know legally how that works in America. There must be a legal right to be treated. I don't know.
No, I don't know.
I mean, we take it for granted here. We've got health service free at point of supply, so to speak. We do have private healthcare like Bupa. When I had when I had all my spinal treatment done, that was all done at military hospital, and the GP had referred us there because that's where the spine experts were. You know, because at the time the UK was still in Afghanistan and places like that, so specialist surgeons were pretty much at them types of hospitals. So that's why I had the treatment done privately. The doctor referred me there. That's where Richard and Thomas were, and they did my surgeries. Whereas it's ironic, H saw Richard, who did my spine at the hospital the other day, because she's got scoliosis. See, so.
Oh.
And who walked in the door to say to her consult? It was the guy who did my spine. I said, "Yep, you're in good hands."
Yeah, you're safe.
Yeah, he said, "Yeah, you do really need to look at surgery now, H. Come on, love." He said, "Yeah."
Yeah, because basically over here it's free at the point of service to everyone, but if you want to pay for private, you can.
Yeah. The
The irony is, though, that over here, private, a lot of the stuff that you might need to go in for, private doesn't cover anyway. Like it probably does now, but like going back 10 or 15 years, you have to go for major surgery. You kind of just paid Bupa and they didn't do it. They kind of passed it back to NHS and you got priority.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same now.
You know, there are people that solely have private treatment because, you know, they're in a position financially where they can afford to do so and they make that choice. You know.
Yeah, I mean, if I could afford it, I would go private and not burden the NHS if I could afford to pay for private. Because I'd rather not use the NHS when somebody, if I can afford.
Yeah, I don't see the point of a multi-billionaire doing it because, you know, it was originally set up for working class people that couldn't afford private healthcare.
Yeah.
For the lower classes, wasn't it? Because Britain back then was, well, probably even now, there is still a little bit of a class system there. They say there isn't in this country, but it's there.
Well, I was amazed. My mum used to say that, when I was very little, if I got sick, they had to pay the doctor. It's like, wow, really?
Yeah.
I'm not that old, am I?
Oh, you're positively a fossil, mate.
Am I? Well.
You know, you're one stage from craggy old git mode, mate. Just saying.
I accept my present situation.
You accept your cragginess. Is that what you was about? It was, wasn't it?
I accept all forms of shapes. Whatever shape I am, it's probably a good shape.
Absolutely.
Not the right shape, but I'm sure it's just fine.
Oh, I'm sure your shape will be just good enough.
I like shapes. Have you ever eaten a shape? They're quite pleasant.
No, I've not.
I've never had a bonio, but I've had a shape.
Oh, bonios, yeah. I do like a bit of bonio, mate.
For some reason, I just had this thing in the back of my mind that you'd eaten a bonio once and I'd eaten a shape.
Yeah, no, I've eaten bonios, mate. I used to like doggy chocks as well, mate.
Yeah, it was chocolate, innit?
Bad, isn't it?
Nothing wrong with that.
Do you know my biggest weakness?
Go on.
When I used to do the weights years and years and years ago, I used to eat tray after tray after tray of baby food.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
It's all high in protein.
It's all high in protein, mate.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was a thing. Honestly, Mummy, you're never without a bloody jar of baby food. It was just the thing back then. That's what you did, you know. And
was that in the days before all these like protein powders and shakes and stuff that people have now?
You could probably get all of these uber-duber, you know, raining supplement things, but back then it was baby food. And my favourite one was pasta bolognese, mate.
Ooh.
And I used to eat the tall tins of it, you know. I'd just have a tray of 24 tins. Just sit there, chomp, 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 chomp.
Seems legitimate to me.
Yeah, H would be there with the boys walking around, you know, sort of infants and junior school uniform, like, you know. So, yeah, 2 trays of baby food. You didn't have a baby. No, these are for the old man. Yeah. Yeah. Training again, is he? Yeah. Bad, isn't it, when you think? Couldn't have done you any good when you think of it, really.
No. Well, it wouldn't do any harm because it's just, you know, babies are eating it. It's just pureed food at the end of the day.
But it was just like the things you did. It was just a thing.
I painted the thing wrong. Damn it.
There's quite a few people on the doors that used to have a penchant for baby food. We used to sit there comparing our favourite ones.
I tried some once when one of my little nephews was being fed. I said, give us a mouthful of that. That's actually all right, that, whatever it was. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't particularly offensive.
Oh. Quite palatable.
It's just pureed food at the end of the day.
Exactly. You know.
It's like, you know, peas and vegetables and whatever. It's just that pureed, so.
When I had my implants in my neck done, I was on almost like a pureed diet, and it was just get us a try of baby food, love. That'll be fine. Really? Yeah, because obviously where they do the ACDRs, they cut you across your Adam's apple, and they move all of that across, go in and take out the damaged cartilage and bone, and put the ACDRs in, then above and below were fused. So because they've moved all that over, it disrupts your swallowing reflexes.
Yeah, you can't swallow.
So you have a pureed diet for a week just to let yourself settle back down. And it did. I got me taste back for the baby food. I was like, yeah, don't get me no more love, because I'm going to end up going back to my old ways and eating trays of this stuff.
You're sitting there thinking, can't we get this in like big tins?
Yeah. She's like, any preference of pasta bolognese? Straight out, straight there. So I don't know whether they still do it. Don't tell me they don't do it.
I mean, it's no different to soup, really, is it? It's just a very thick soup.
I do like soup. Like a bit of soup, I must admit. Can't go wrong with a bit of soup.
Baxter's soups are always my favourite.
Let's just line the engine up. So engine, is that the engine? Wait. Right, so you're going to sit there somewhere like that. Oh. So it's only been dry fitted, it's not getting glued in yet. None of this is, because, yeah, I need to see all the things of thingness. Right, so it goes in there on them. That sits there like so. Then that plate goes behind it, so you really don't want to glue that in yet, Cole, because you've got to wait until you've got the gearbox primed and painted and all the interior. We can't put that in, so let's make a note
This is the important Festa stage called planning your bits.
Yeah, Peach, I'd be so pleased with me that I'm planning and prepping them.
Plan your bits. Yeah, that's not straight. We'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
Just do me stripy bits, but we'll be back and forth to get them all straight because they're all wonky at the minute. But that's the way stripes work.
That don't fit
So on this bit,
till painted.
I painted the green bit. It's supposed to be the white bit. Better repaint the white bit. Hey. Special.
H49 can go in. Well, that's the side supports can go in. So let's sit up there. Over there. Want that to line up so that I can figure out where the absorber of shock nest goes. Sorry, mate.
I'm checking through chat. Jeff says, true, we're not fond of the second eye in aluminium either. We do enjoy fixing things that didn't really need fixing. Although ironically, the guy that invented aluminium actually called it aluminum first, but then changed it to aluminium. So technically the Americans are correct on that one.
I say both. I must admit, I do find I say both variants. I actually prefer aluminum myself.
Yeah. PJ says, Fox's side of the stream is really messing with my OCD. Everything is black and white except for his hands, which seems to have been artificially colorized with pink. Is it like that scene in Schindler's List where everything's black and white apart from the girl in the red coat?
Girl in the red coat, that was it, yeah. Never forget when my mum said she watched that. I said, all right. I said, what did you watch? She said, I went out and watched that Schindler's List. She said, good film that. I said, Schindler's List. That as well, she says. Yeah. Bless her. Yeah, she said, I get me tissues out, though, she says.
Oh, that was a long-ass film. That me and Dad went to watch that, and it was like 2 intermissions. Not just 1 intermission, 2 intermissions.
Yeah, I was like, Ben-Hur only had the one, didn't it?
Yep. Jasmine says, from what a mate of mine who lives in Australia says, the system is part government funded and for some parts though through insurance.
Yeah.
Edward says, hospital wouldn't turn anyone away if you can get there.
Right, okay.
PJ says it's time to stand up.
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
So what happens then in the States if I presented myself at the local hospital with I don't know, a medical condition, it doesn't matter what it is, a medical condition that required, say, a minor operation or even a major operation, but I'm not insured, what then happens? And let's say the cost of the operation is, I don't know, $150,000. Would they do it? Because I'm not insured, so I can't pay for it through my insurance. I've not got insurance to cover it. So how do they do it? I would understand if they do like minor stuff that's not going to cost much because they can write that off maybe or palm you off onto a university.
How would I fare with my situation?
Yeah, pre-existing conditions.
Pre-existing condition, it's...
Yeah.
I am upright, Paige, mate. Thank you for that, mate, because, to be honest, I had totally lost track of time.
I had as well, I'll be honest.
So thank you for the heads up, mate, because, yeah.
Yeah, it's like they might not turn you away, but they're not. Are they going to give you the treatment that costs many thousands of dollars if you can't pay for it? I'm intrigued to know how it works.
I see what he means about his OCD. Yeah, you are very washed out with your...
It's just because everything's black and white apart from me.
Yeah, have you changed white balance on this new rig? Because you do look very washed out. You've got no skin colour.
Just checking the colours now. That's actually what the colour looks like. So the colour on mine is actually spot on accurate.
All right, it's my system that's wrong then. No worries.
No, it's just like looking at it's like that's about the right colour. So it's not my camera set to.
I'm looking at my tank and it's the same colour in front of me as it is on there. But
yeah,
it's all right.
Yeah, same here.
No worries.
It's just everything's mostly grey and white apart from the odd colourful thing.
Probably because you've got the grey cutting, Matt.
Yeah. It just makes you think it's all in black and white. But I can see how it is weird because it does look all black and white.
Yeah, it's funny, I go into Zoom and they all say my white balance is low because I look pale. It's like, no, I am that pale. It's because I don't go out anywhere. Yeah. That's one thing I got told off about at the Quacks, you know, B3s, you know, get yourself out in the sun a bit more. Come on.
Get the vitamins going.
Yeah, because, you know, you're only coming out to see us. You're in the car, you're straight here, you're back home. Yeah, you've got no pigment on you, mate.
No. But that's the thing. I mean, both Festa and I, we do take great care when we set up our webcams and stuff to try and get them as good as possible and as close to reality as possible. Because nothing worse than.
Well, whenever we do any fielding, we use our proper colour wheels, don't we? And yeah.
Yep.
Your little barrel there, and we just sit there. That's in front of the camera just to make sure it captures red, blues, and greens, and yeah.
Yep. So yeah, this is what my bench looks like right now. Is what you're seeing. It's quite weird.
It's a WYSIWYG. What you see, what you get.
Yeah. But that's the funny thing. It's quite funny when you see some people streaming, and given that the amount of care that you and I both take in getting our setups set up and getting our cameras done and sound and colour balance, and you see some people start streaming, you're like, wow, did you even change any of the settings?
There's one I saw recently, and it was that fluctuated white balance whenever they move. It's like, whoop, 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 that happened. It was like, really?
That's instantly not going to watch that.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, I'm not watching no more of that.
No.
And it's not us being snobbish, not at all.
No, it's horrible to see, because you could see someone doing a stream, for example, and they're just making it unwatchable.
That's why we spent so much money on Yetis and things like that, because we wanted people to get as good as audio experience and video experience as we could give. So. We still streaming? You let me know in the chat, because Fox has froze, I think. Because I can't hear him, but he's not moving. I'm waving my hand currently. Someone just type in the chat that they could still see us. There you go. I'll keep moving my hand. Yeah, just let us know audio and video are going, because I think he might have popped from StreamYard. Looks like we're still going out. Let's have a look on YouTube. There you go. I can see that. Oh, brilliant. Thank you, PJ, mate. I was beginning to panic then, mate, that we had died on air. Got on my slobs and everything. I'm transmitting, so before I get bombarded with it's my system, I know it isn't, because we're still live. So cool. Cool beans. Thank you very much for the quick response there. That's helped me massively. So it's his ladyship. He might have to do a reboot, but what I'll do is I'll go full screen till he returns and do that. There you go. And then I'll message him just to let him know that he's not transmitting. Yeah, his broadband's fell over, so he'll just reboot his router and then probably pop back in, but we'll see how it goes. But you'll just have to put up with me on me lonesome for a little bit, folks, so sorry about it. Some will be chancing a jig going, you can get a word in, Cole. But yeah, there you go. So I'll carry on cutting me bits off the sprues and yeah. But yeah, with all the film and TV here, they always portray it as some poor ill child is getting refused help or hospital treatment. And I'm like, would that really happen? Does that give the Americans a bad look when really it's not that situation? So I just thought Be curious to find out. I mean, we are blessed over here, really, with an NHS service like. Does get abused a lot, but that's a whole different subject. But we get people that will fly to the UK just solely to get treatment, you know, and they know they're unwell. They declare nothing on their papers. They get here and then suddenly they turn up with this life-threatening condition and get treated, and then they get straight on a plane and naff off again. So we've had recently where some hospitals are like, no, they've got to pay towards it now because they knowingly had travelled with a condition like that. So we are wising up to it a little bit, but I don't think I could imagine the UK without an NHS, to be quite honest with you. And don't get me wrong, they don't always get it right, but I don't think we can really fault it when you think of it. We are rather lucky as a nation with that. There are a few countries that envy our NHS, but it's something we should be proud of, really. And again, when things were happening a few years ago with the Velociraptor, you know, wow, what a job they did. And yeah, it must have been so stressful for them. Okay, we got the other side to do. PJ says now Fox has died, RIP. I wouldn't want you to see that, Bill. Yeah, I can imagine it'd be massive. The last vacuum tube in Fox's black and white webcam finally went out. That's thermionic valve for my friends in the UK. Absolutely, mate. Vacuum tubes. You have vacuum valves in amplifiers, Jeff. Angus Young from AC/DC, doesn't he still use an amplifier that has got vacuum valves in it? I know he uses a Schaefer wireless as his only guitar effect. Proper old school. Jeff says, I've had several friends and family members over the years who ended up with medical bills of well over $100,000. This was while having insurance as well due to caps. Oh, wow, really? Out of interest then, trying not to get into too much political stuff, but is that what Obamacare was? Am I wrong in thinking that? Was that an attempt to try to rectify them sort of types of problems, or was it a bit of a mishmash and not really an effective thing? I don't know, but was that an attempt to make it easier? I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what's happening with the GNU, seeing whether he's coming back or not. I'll just text him, see what's going on with him. See what he replies. Because at least it'll give us an idea, because I can just stay full screen for a bit. I'm kind of enjoying my little tiger at the moment. Just keep it going for a bit longer. I mean, I shall go to probably 2:30, 3 o'clock anyway, but probably say 2:30 anyway, because I've got to get the wife up. So quarter 3 at the latest. There you go. And we'll clean that up with a bit of extra thin later. And get the bit off the bottom there. I don't want that on there cold, do we? Right, so that is gonna go on the opposite side, so I can put them in because I've not got to worry about the engine lifting out. But I can't put the main centre structure across here because it sits right above this area there on the engine, and I want to be able to keep this where I can literally slide it out at a jaunty angle, get this all primed, painted and detailed in its colours, do the rest of the interior in its colour, and then I can bring the engine, the gearbox and all of that lot back in and get them assembled. And then I've only got to put in one bulkhead there and the other bulkhead across there, see? So,
I'm back.
oh yeah, it's the wrong screen you're on there, mate. There you go, that's the right one.
Sorry about that, my broadband fell over.
Yeah, no, it's all right. If you click the one at the end when you come back in, Fox, you was on the chud screens.
Oh, I pressed the wrong one. All right.
Yeah. It's the one furthest to the right with the two faces on. That's all right. I've clicked it now. But yeah, what happened?
No,
then? I just
clicked on it. Yeah. No, I was talking away, and I'm like, gone very quiet. Oh, black screens.
Yeah. Well, it's been a while since you've popped from StreamYard, hasn't it?
Yeah. I think my provider occasionally likes to turn things off for a few seconds.
Throttling.
Small hours of the morning.
I remember Sergeant Bones when I used to do the hangouts with him. Guarantee you, midnight, every night, he would pop from the hangout.
Yep.
Literally, he'd be back in a minute and a half later. And it was just a thing where the providers out there just
reset stuff.
I pretty much reset at midnight, so anyone that had maybe fell asleep whilst online or whatever, it would just knock them all off.
Yep.
Good idea, really.
Yeah, I get it. Not all the time, but I often get it around about midnight, so it glitches for a few seconds.
Yeah.
Usually it's like a minute. I had to reboot the router for that one, so it wasn't connecting back.
Oh, well.
Something went ping.
As long as you're all right.
Yeah. Did I miss anything?
No. When are you going to miss anything?
I don't miss nothing, never.
Apart
from the camera, I never miss that, though.
Might have built them already.
Right, Lauren Forrest painted over white with the first coat. It's terrible.
I did build them. Oh, it's a good boy. No wonder I couldn't find the parts. It's because I've already made them.
Nice.
Spudularity. Right.
Construction bonus. Surprise mechanic.
It was. So that goes in there.
Like when that happens.
So that's multiple parts. So I can do that as a sub-assembly. Oh. No, I was just killing time till he got back in, mate. I can rest now, see you back.
Yeah.
I had to do talking and everything while she was gone. God. It's totally new to me.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I've gone into shock now. I need to, yeah.
Before you know it, you'll be doing solo streams or something.
Scary, eh?
I know.
Poor internet. What have they done to deserve that?
I don't know.
Right. So that is that one. Okay. Yeah. Right. I'll build that as well.
It's that stage of painting when you do stripes and they just look horrible. The first few coats.
Okay. I think I did, you know. I did.
Have you been a good boy without realising it?
I think I might have been.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, built that as well.
It's always nice when that happens on a bit that you weren't looking forward to.
Yeah, I need to. I've done that. I've done that. I've done that. As I went through that, I've lost a load of bits off the sprue, and then it's like, no,
yeah,
you built that already. There you go. I knew there was a couple of bits I hadn't built on it, which is just cool. Where I am again now. Phew.
Yeah, I hate that when you. I've done that before. I've done that, and it's like I've even ended up going through the bin bag where I put all my rubbish on the workbench, emptying it out onto the floor to find a bit. Only to
no, luckily for me, I've got me parts bit there, and I was like, sure, if it ain't on the sprue, I just flick the cover up, and it's like, yeah, there's all the engine bits, which is where I'm at the moment. And there it was, sat there, the transfer box. It's like, oh, I've already made that. Oh.
Nice.
Fret not. So I mean, fret.
Just painted another white bit. I see what we did there.
That's a tough room
Did
today.
another white bit like a spoon. Never mind.
All right, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah. Dee. Yeah, Lauren Forest is a nice colour, but the first couple of coats are horrible. It's very transparent.
Not like that colour that you hate, then.
Oh no.
Have a bit of
Pallid
that.
witch flesh.
Yeah, it's one of them, isn't it?
Panic when you have to use that. It's like, can I just use something else? Come on, please.
As soon as you see that in the call outs, you're like, damn it.
That's why I don't ever want to do like those dudes that live under the sea, or vampire Warhammer's vampire dudes, or Dune Stealers, because there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
Or I just go off and do my own paint scheme. You know what? I'm not doing that colour scheme.
Yeah, but it's difficult if you're doing a flip build, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because obviously you need it to be a recognisable faction, don't you? So
Yeah. Although I suppose the advantage with weathering is you can then darken it a different colour that's similar, darken it down, and nobody will know. But yeah, it's a horrible colour. Lauren Forest tastes nice.
oh, does it? Of course, yeah, you're a brush licker, aren't you? Yeah.
I brush lick it, absolutely.
Yeah, see, I'm a super glue bottle chewer. Yeah.
I'm a secret super glue drinker.
Yeah, we all know how that went for me. It's all right.
I don't know. One minute you're trying to pull your teeth out, next minute you're gluing them in place.
I know.
Make your mind up.
You think I'd learn my lesson by now, wouldn't you? But it's like, doesn't happen that way.
No. None of us learn any lessons.
The festa's not for Christmas. It's for life. Yeah, I'm sure Bobby's big on you. Don't know it.
She's like,
I can see her face now. I can just see it.
she's sitting there going, and he's making it out like it's a joke.
Yeah, that sort of distraught expression of a pained missus going, yeah, don't I know it.
Don't I know it?
The places I've left him, and he still finds his way back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell
Like
you,
the
you
old
married a
joke.
home in Festa, love. I will always find my way back.
What was that song? The cat came back.
Yeah. Try everything I can to lose him. Do you think even? Yeah. That's all right.
You know, when she starts encouraging you to do criminal stuff, that's when it's getting serious. You get the message. Yeah, she maybe doesn't want me around anymore.
I can always remember we lived at our flat. We used to have a program in the UK called Crime Watch UK.
Oh, yeah.
Every month it would be like, you know, what the crims have been up to, and police alerts for wanted people. Have you seen this bloke? You know, and up would come these mugshots, which most people in the UK used to pee themselves laughing at, because if anyone walked around looking that bad, they wouldn't. But this particular week, this mugshot came up, and my missus looked at me and I went, it ain't me. Because we was on holiday. I said, but do us a favour, check your file of facts, just to make sure, because that's how long ago this was, folks. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we both was convinced that it was me, and it's like, it couldn't possibly be me. I've done nothing wrong, but...
Just check the diary, see what I was doing that day.
It was uncanny likeness, and it was, you know, when you sit there and you convince yourself, I'm going to get a knock at the door. Because one of my neighbours is going to ring up and go, yeah, that's the bloke at number 30, where we lived back then.
Yeah.
So we was just sitting there waiting for a knock on the door. We was convinced. And I'm like, but it weren't me. She went, I know. She said, but uncanny, you got a doppelganger. And my first response, what sod?
Okay.
Yeah.
Or somebody that you've peed off over the years might phone in.
Yeah. But it was just, it was just one of them. Yeah, well, doing the door work, you know, you just thought, it could be someone that, you know, you've slung out or whatever with an axe to grind. But
yeah.
Luckily, like I say, we never got the knock, and it wasn't me anyway, but it was really weird because, I mean, we've all had it before where someone will walk up to you, hello, mate, blah, 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 and they call you by a completely different name, and you wait for them to get their sentence finished where you can get a word in, and you'll say to them, you know, you got me muddled up with someone else, mate. My name is XYZ, but they're convinced you are that person.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I ain't him, mate.
I remember one of my friends saying to me once that he said, I had the weirdest thing yesterday. I saw you on the street, so I shouted out to him. When the guy got closer, it totally wasn't you, but he looked just like you. And I'm like, that's scary.
Oh yeah, I went up to some geezer and Abby slapped him round the back of the canister, thinking it was John, me mate, and it wasn't. And it was like, sorry about that, geezer. I really thought you was me mate. Yeah. It's just because he had the same gear on. He didn't look nothing like him when he turned round. It was like, yeah, my bad, mate. I thought, yeah, this one's going to hurt. But no, he was all right. He took it well.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I'll never forget playing Modern Warfare, the first modern Call of Duty Modern Warfare that came out.
Yeah.
First one. And it was about 2008, I think. And I nearly had a heart attack when... was it an achievement picture, or you used to get gamer pictures, which was you buy a game and you play the game.
Oh, right,
part of the thing, you'd get little pictures that you could use as your gamer icon before avatars and stuff.
Oh, right, yeah.
And you could, all different pictures that you could use. And it might have been an achievement picture, I'm not sure, but basically there was a picture of one of the characters. I can't remember the name, but it was like the bad guy's son. The bad guy was some Russian ultranationalist, I think called Kamarov or something.
Oh, right,
and
yeah.
one of the characters is his son, and there's a gamer picture of him basically looking at it's like a drawing, looking at the camera with his hand against his head as if he's shooting his brains out. And I'm like, that looks exactly like me. That is very sad. And I was like, I phoned my mate and said, dude, is that? And he went, that's you. I know, is it weird? He went, yeah, I didn't know I was a Russian ultranationalist. What?
Oh.
Yeah. So if anybody's got Modern Warfare 3 out there from way back when, go and have a look at the little gamer picture for whatever it was. At the time, it looked exactly like me. I wouldn't wear such a terrible tracksuit.
Oh, I don't know. I reckon folded up in one of your drawers somewhere is an old shell suit. I've got this feeling.
No.
I've got this feeling that you rocked a shell suit with your ponytail.
I'm not a... What's the word? Glopnik or something is the word. I can't remember what it's called now. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Some touching up is required, as always.
Oh, you get arrested for that if you ain't careful.
Yeah, well, I've got away with it so far. Shh.
Why put all that detail in there when you've got to put a lid on it and hide it on?
Yeah, put a lid on it.
Really? What pointless exercise that was.
Well, I suppose some people might want to make it open or something.
Oh,
You don't know, really, do you?
Don't know. Well, you've got another layer going on top of it. If you left that open, you wouldn't be able to put the floor on.
Maybe somebody's going to make it with that bit outside on a little stand or something.
Could well be, but yeah, it's right next to the prop shaft that goes right through from the engine to the gearbox.
Yeah.
Different idea, I suppose. Each to their own. All right, so you go in there, you're going around there, you've got a pair of pins that go in there. Happy days.
When they say you get an interior, by God, you get the interior.
Oh, you certainly get each and every bit of it. It's an amazing thing because it's all stuff I wouldn't normally be aware of because not a prolific armour builder, I wouldn't know. I've not been in a Tiger tank, so I don't know what's in it. But it's funny, doing this build, I've been round the interweb doing all of the photo gathering and all of that. And it is a surprising bit of research. Doing all of the different photo hunting and all of that. And it's surprising how compact and tight these interiors of these things were.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's the same with the Shermans. When I started doing the E-Models Sherman, I watched pretty much any film that had a Sherman in it just to get a feel of what it was like living inside one of these things. And
hell, probably.
When it arrived, it didn't have an interior, so it was like, oh, happy days, dodged a bullet. must have danced the jig a little bit.
Just a little bit. I have to go back with Celestra. Celestra Grey.
61. Did I make them as well? Emma, what would we call it? Did?
You had like a whole building session you forgot about.
No,
That's gonna be awesome.
Probably when you've been prattling on a live stream. I've just got on and built it and not realised
That's true.
Because I've only been filming this when we've been in here on the live.
It's entirely a valid possibility.
I've got so much. I didn't even realise I built the engine, dude. I'm so happy with myself. Happier than a noggin slop, mate. Right, so we've got all of them. Yeah. Ah, there they are. They're in there. Oh, read them. Wilkinson, you are a legend.
Oh, my lines don't line up. Oh.
Have you
A bit over there?
So can they go in?
Nothing worse
I
than the
might
lines
be
don't
able to
line
get
up.
some of those. This is make two. Where's the other one go? I go the other side, isn't it, you spoon? Thank you, funny. That's one of them. Make one of them as one of miss here.
Join us on our live stream where Festa will just mock himself.
It's nice because it's like, yeah, it saves you a lot of harry, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Where do they all go then? Yeah. Oh, well, whop all of them bad boys on. Why not? Get you some of that, my geese. There you go. All of them and all of them. Can't put them on yet. Or can I? Your chance. Let's have a look. They go around there, but do they... Oh, they go above that. So I've got to put all the transaxle on and all of that lot.
Transaxle. You know the words.
I know, it's scary, isn't it? I need to get out more, mate.
Does that mean it's like an axle that goes sideways or something?
Yeah.
Trans.
Yeah, so it's like a transfer box, basically. You've got two long prop shafts that go from the left of the tank, and in the middle you've got a transfer box. A bit like an overdrive on an old 1960s MG.
Oh, okay.
It's basically, there's a couple of gears side by side that transfer gears from there, or drive from the front across, and then sends it to the rear end.
You go like that once.
God, you're doing and learning all manly stuff, mate. You do realise this, don't you?
No, we're building cars before you know it.
I'll be teaching you all the manly stuff, mate. Funny, I messaged him the other day. Was it yesterday? I'm doing manly things. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing?
He sent me a video of exceptionally manly things occurring.
He was really impressed, wasn't you?
I was respectful of this.
He was, folks. He was very respectful.
It involved like moving parts and a screwdriver and everything, and mechanical noises.
Yeah, this is how I have to run my compressor at the moment, Fox. Notice this strategically placed hole on this end panel. That is because I put my driver in and go, and then I can sit and spray for 20 minutes. I need to repair this so that I don't have to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Discuss. And he was like, dude, really? I am that man. There's a way of bodging something or finding an easy way to do something. I will find it.
He will find it. If he has to search every outhouse, doghouse,
townhouse, outhouse. Yeah. It's Tommy Lee Jones from
the Harrison Ford thing.
The Fugitive.
The Fugitive, that's
the man we're looking for is Dr. Richard Kimball. They turn up with that, when they have to buy him a new outfit, they turn up with that bloody shell suit. He's walking around wearing that shell suit. Because he starts the film, doesn't he, in the chicken outfit. It's brilliant. Oh, I love that film. Oh, dear. Easily placed. Right. Shut up. Oh.
Been a long time since I've seen it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to watch it again now. I do like Tommy Lee Jones because I've never come across a craggier looking human being in all my life. That guy has got folds and wrinkles in places that folds and wrinkles shouldn't be.
Him in Men in Black was just brilliant casting.
Oh, it's great, isn't he?
Again, alongside Will Smith. It's just a spot.
Yeah.
Why have I got the music from Butterflies in my head?
Wendy Craig, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's going back. Jeffrey Palmer?
Yeah, Jeffrey Palmer.
Yeah.
Crumply face himself. I shall be back in one moment.
Are they both still with us? I don't know. Don't know whether they're still around or not, them two characters. Or actors and actress. Put it this way, if they are, thank God, I'm going to be about 159 by now. Right, that goes in there, Carl. Somewhere like that. In there. Let's try and line that up a bit better. Made a bit of a pig's ear of that, didn't you, Wilkes? Go somewhere in there. Let's see where the tabs go, you blind pillock. Where are they? Yeah. This is where I start narrating now. There you go. We got there. In the end, we got there, folks. Just launch that up there just so that I can see. Yeah, so he was in the right place. Happy days. By the time I got it in there, the glow's probably dried out now. It's where it's living. Right, what we got? Edward says he's laughing out loud. He says, I was typing tracksuit and ponytail, and you went and said it. Great minds think alike, Edward, eh? Edward says, thanks, Jeff, and I don't mean to come in here and dump stuff on everybody that has nothing to do with modelling. Don't worry, Edward. Don't worry, mate. You know, get things off your chest, mate. It stops you stressing over it. So don't worry, mate. And like everyone's saying, don't apologise, mate. You don't need to in here, Edward. You know, this is, you know, a group of mates. You're a valued member in these streams and in our chats, mate. And if you're having a bit of a rough old time, mate, and you need to talk to get it out of your system, you do so, mate, because we all know what happens when we bottle things up, mate. So you carry on, fella. You know. Nothing wrong with that at all, mate. Same on this side. So let's see if we can do that a little bit better than what you did it on that side. You proper made a pig's ear of that, didn't you? It's over the way there. What we mean about being able to see at our age.
I'm back.
Yeah, everything all right, Keys?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. Here you go, happy days. Because these have bombs, bullets, whatever, shells, that's the word, simple word, shells, you know. Been about for thousands of years and you couldn't think of it, you pilch. There you go.
Excuse me.
Suitably excused. Jeffrey Palmer sadly died in 2020, aged 93. It's Wendy Craig. Oh, yeah, further up. She's still with us at age 90. They were a great pairing, weren't they, together, them two, because it just worked, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I think them in Butterflies, for me, worked better than Terry Scott and June Whitfield in Terry and June. Just my personal thing.
Yeah, Terry and June was like a silly, was more like a sort of 1950s rude postcard comedy, wasn't it?
Seaside postcard. It was a bit like Carry On and Bless This House all rolled into one.
Yeah, but Jeffrey Palmer, bless him, or crumply face.
He just looked miserable, didn't he, every time you saw him? And yet apparently was an extremely funny person. I don't know because I never met the man, but apparently he could really get a room going, so to speak. Right,
I always liked him and stuff.
I've got a pair of tits on there. Now, do they need cutting off or not? You always snigger when I say that, don't you? My bad.
Yeah. Talking of British seaside comedy.
Yeah. Remember that? I'll never forget that. On A-Models with it. What are you doing? Oh, I've got to get rid of it. It's got tit on it, Fox. You're like, dude, yeah.
I don't know. What are you like?
Yeah. I was remember saying that to Pete, mate. I bet you're glad you booked me now, aren't you?
Yeah, remember, for life, folks, not just for Christmas.
Yeah. He said, dude, just be you, he says.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. When you think about it, you know, they're running a business at the end of the day. My first video, what about gluing stuff up a robot's Harris? It's like, yeah.
Yeah. It's charm.
Yeah. He did say his missus spilt her coffee when you said that one line. He said, because just didn't expect it. Yeah. Listen.
Now we're disappointed if you don't.
Festerisms, he does. He likes his festerisms, does Pete, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Couldn't be more supportive.
No. He's a lovely fella.
Well, me and Fox have got this one unique thing in common. We have been drunk Skyped by Pete, mate, in the early hours of the morning, haven't we, mate?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've had this idea. Oh, dear God.
And it is one of those, when you go in and check your Skype and you just see it doing this next to his name, you're like, oh my God, he's just seen my icon go green. Damn it. I'm going to get drunk Skype because Pete's up. And he means it in the best possible way, but it is so funny at the same time. Isn't it?
You do end up having to be tactical about when you log into Skype.
Yeah. I've made a tactical error of judgment. What's that, mate? I logged into Skype and Pete was still awake. Damn it. Yeah. That's funny. And all I got off of Fox, their end of the lesson. Thanks, mate.
Yep.
Your support is known. See you later, Cole. Said I'm up early with Mum tomorrow. I was like, damn it. No, you're not.
Yeah,
I see what you're doing.
I was like, well, I'm going to get no more conversation out of you because you'll be busy with Pete, mate. Bye.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I know what you just did there. You threw me right under the bus. It's all yours, Pete. Yeah. Damn it.
Yeah, well, you say, baptism of fire and all that.
It was funny.
Way to learn. Completely deep end. Or be thrown in, one of the two.
I've had this idea. Right. My mistake was, what's that then?
Because when Pete May gets excited about something, oh yeah.
Yeah. And you think we're like childlike when we get all infused. He takes it to a whole new level, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It's like I've said before, imagine Pete Mate like an excitable puppy with a tennis ball, but you give him another tennis ball. And
See,
now he's
I
got
have
two
this
tennis balls.
theory, right? I reckon Mrs. Pete Mate gets peated. And she goes, right, go and have a look, see if one of the build team reads Skype off. Just go and check that. And do you know why she's doing it?
Get out
As
from
soon
under
as he
her
walks
feet.
in the room, she just goes up, shower bed, fake snoring. Yeah, he's your problem now, lads. We know what
If he's
she's
being
doing.
hard work, if he's being hard work, then go and have a look and see if the lads are on. Oh.
But it's funny.
We love our Pete. We do.
Oh, mate, he's hilarious. He really is.
Mm-hmm.
All joking aside, we're not having a pop at him. It's meant as good-natured humour because that's what he is. That's how he is. And
Have you had the excited Skype call from the car yet?
no, I've not had that one. I've had a missed Skype call though from him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's normally when he's got something exciting to tell you, but he can't wait till getting home, so he'll just tell you while he's driving.
Because I said to him, just be mindful that my phone, the ringer, is never on because, there's no point. I'm not going to bloody hear it. So it'll just vibrate. It'll flash at me. But if the phone's on the side and I'm in the kitchen, I ain't going to know until I get back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had several missed calls. One of them, mysteriously, was just before he was going to Japan.
Mm.
You know, and it was like, yeah, you want to sneak me on as hand luggage, don't you? Because apparently the guys at God Hands like a bit of Festa. They think I'm a bit eccentric, don't they?
Yeah.
The Japanese following.
I think it was, yeah, that was because he contacted me after that and got me to send him some stuff.
Mm.
He was, I think he was asking to send him some stuff for that one. Bless him.
Mm-hmm. Don't ever change. Don't ever change.
No. It's like, you think I'm hard work?
Yeah, I must admit, I thought Foxx was bad, but by Christ.
Yeah.
I felt it was a bit like the spoof of the telephone getting boiling hot, isn't it? You know?
Oh, yeah. Coming out through the end of it.
Yeah. And it was like, what just happened to me there? You know, it was proper Tasmanian devil stuff, mate. And it was like,
yeah, it's like, is that what happens when you lose time in these UFO things? You you don't remember anything, blah, blah, blah.
It was funny. We haven't, has Chris ever been peated? He hasn't. We need to set him up.
Yeah, I don't think he has now. I don't think he's ever contacted Chris. I think Chris has always dealt with it by email.
Yeah.
So he's only dealt with James, I think. Me and you is just special.
James normally pre-warns me now, which is good. Pete might get in touch. Okay, mate.
Yeah, Pete might be giving you a call. Oh.
Cheers, James. No worries, mate. Friend in need and all of that lot. I owe you one.
Hey, don't give me that pre-warning. I just get the phone call.
I know. Cheers, James.
Yeah.
Hold you. Keep James in custard creams and treats, mate. You'll look after him.
Yeah. Keep James on sweet on the side and you'll always end up well.
Oh, yeah. I ain't daft, mate.
Yeah.
Let's get that bit in and on mute for a sec so I can ring the doors.
Yes. Say hello from me.
That's that in.
I've given up on Lauren Green. I've gone straight for Caliban Green.
Oh, have you? Oh, good man.
Yeah, well, it was coming out a lighter than I thought it would, so I'll go for a slightly darker. The proper colour's like a greeny green, dark green, but I don't like green greens. I like muted greens.
No, David Bowie record, the Green Greenie. No, too late.
Muted greens.
There was a genius.
Mm-hmm.
Just quickly going to mute.
Yep. Let's have a quick look at the chat while he's doing that. La 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 la. Underneath the transexels. Jasmine is explaining that it's Jasmine this month. By the way, you are named after the Jasmine Allen estate in the bill. That's why you're called Jasmine. The Jasmine Allen estate. So that's what you're named after this month. Lol, they've been calling you many names tonight, so I got confused. Jasmine says, oh, okay, so, I see, yes. Edward says, I'll read that when Cole comes back, because he'll want to know how you got on with your health stuff. I enjoy him in Tomorrow Never Dies as the Admiral, who is constantly put down by M, played by his As Time Goes By co-star Dame Judi Dench. Yeah, she made a good M.
Oh, she was brilliant as M. Judi Dench.
Oh yeah.
Bless her.
You can't beat Judi Dench, though, can you?
Yeah, I mean, she's really was brilliant for that role.
She's the kind of person that if she tells you you're wrong, you're just wrong. I accept it.
Yeah. Is it Ralph Fiennes taken over from her? Is that?
I don't know.
Who took over?
Just in Bond. Beyond. Sean Connery. And I think I lost interest in Bond when it went to Timothy Dalton. After that, I just got bored with it.
Yeah. It was kind of.
Did you read Edward's comments about his medical stuff while I was away?
What's that about the? Remember now, I'd have to scroll up to see it.
I'll go back and read him because you were asking how he got on. Edward says, I have insurance and I got 4 x-ray pics of my back a month or so and my copay was $367.
Wow.
That's why you got to pay half of that. PJ says 30 years ago he was hospitalised with acute pneumonia. He was literally 24 hours away from dying and they saved me, so I'm very thankful for our NHS. Absolutely. Same with Mum Wolf. They saved her and she was hours away from.
Oh yes, I've got a lot to thank them for.
Yeah, Jasmine says if it wasn't for the NHS I wouldn't have my little girl, so I can praise them enough. Plus my mum and nan worked as a nurse for them for a combined of 78 years.
Wouldn't be here, mate, if it wasn't for them.
Jeff says, I've had 2 different friends who each had to call an ambulance for about a 1.5 mile ride to hospital. The bill $8,000 per ride.
You're joking.
Yeah. He says it's out of control, Edward, and he says, you bet it is. There's times when I was making good money, had insurance and still avoided treatment because I couldn't afford the out-of-pocket. So even though you're insured, you've still got to pay. It's not the copay, you've still got to pay for some of it. I suppose, yeah, it's insurance. You have to pay like when you get a car claim, you still got to pay your thing, haven't you?
Wow. No claims bonus and all of that, yeah.
Edward says, my poor grandson had an hour ride from Ocean Island, NC to Wilmington. Where's NC? North Carolina.
North Carolina, yeah.
And I wonder what they're charging him. He says he'll have to file bankruptcy or something because he'll never make enough money to pay off his medical bills. He says, before I went on vacation, they wanted me to have an MRI and I refused because it was $1,600.
Yeah. And half these things you probably don't need to be having.
No.
That's the thing that annoys me.
I always get confused when people in countries that have insurance-based medical care get like upset when they try to suggest having a non-insurance-based system either alongside it, or it's like, I don't understand people who are against. I mean, I don't mean replacing it, but like if you had an insurance-based system and you suddenly had like a non-insurance-based system for those who couldn't afford it.
Is it because they think they're going to get hit with higher taxation? I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
Honestly, can't answer that, mate. You know, 'cause like I say, we're used to what we've got here. It hasn't always been UK.
No. Was it Bev Bevan? Not Bev Bevan. He's the drummer for ELO. Anna Bevan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I suppose it's difficult for us to understand because we've got the point of healthcare, point of service healthcare. So
it only just scraped through at the time, didn't it?
Yeah.
There were people against it.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing to have.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, it may not be the best service ever and it may have its problems, but at the end of the day, if it stops someone dying because they can get the treatment they need there and then
the problem with it is it's top heavy with unneeded consultants or management people. Too many think tanks at the hospitals.
Yeah, too many officers pointing.
Yeah, that's the problem. You've only got to look at the exec's car park, it's like 2 layers of full BMW parking, they're not needed. We are our local hospital. You have the wall of shame, as we call it, which is all of these over highly paid executives and committee members and managers and consultant for this and consultant for that. Think tank, not medical consultants, but, marketing consultants or whatever. Yeah. And the real people that should be recruited are doctors, nurses, people that can help people, but no, we seem to have top-heavy bureaucracy at the moment with it. I think that's the thing they need to look at. I don't know how they resolve that. I really don't.
Yeah.
But it does need
a level of management, but just not as much a level of management, I think.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. They need, all these places, they need that, the businesses to be run. But, we got chief clipboard officer or whatever. To me, that's not needed.
Yeah. You need people who know how to run a business, but you don't need 1,000 of them. You need like one at the top.
It's like, how many of them need to change a bulb? Well, one to do it and 15 others to fill out the risk assessments, the consultancy, the arranging a meeting with the head of light bulb department people. And it's like, yeah,
and take the mickey now, but
yeah, because I think it's what is making people have second thoughts as to whether it is a cash cow that is being, I think, pillaged by them sort of people, if I'm honest.
Yeah. I mean, I've always had the opinion with things like that, kind of like national state-funded healthcare, that you kind of have to accept that it's a money pit.
Oh, of course it is, yeah.
It's always going to be a money pit. It's never going to be profitable, but that's the point. It's there because it provides the service, and if it costs a lot of money, then it costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
You're not running. It's not there to be a business. It's not there. And it was originally set up as this like honourable thing, but now it's just a business.
I mean, as a business model, it's designed to fail, isn't it? Let's be honest, because you're never going to
accept that.
You're never going to get a return for your investment.
No, and you have to accept that and just get on with it.
Because there was a thing a few years back, wasn't it, where they was even considering charging smokers if they had a smoking-related illness, because it's self-inflicted pretty much, isn't it? That caused a few issues and people were up in arms about it. But when you think about it, it was a serious idea.
Yeah, that's one of the ideas that was a bit more, you could say, palatable. It's like, well, yeah, okay, I can understand that.
Because I was a smoker at the time, and I was like, actually, they have got a point there. Yeah, it's valid. Yeah, it was a valid.
We're doing this to ourselves, and we're expecting this service.
So, couldn't fault them for that, to be honest with you. It's like, yeah, that kind of right.
No, I agree with that.
Right, so that's going to go above there. Actually, we got something going on with that.
I think now there's too many people running it that want to try and make it profitable. It's like, don't even bother. That's not why it exists.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist to make money.
When you look pre-Velociraptor, you might have had a similar thing here because you're up and down a lot with Mum. But having spent a lot of time in the wards through surgeries and treatments and stuff, you would always see wards getting completely closed down, and what would have been wards full up with old beds and paraphernalia because they had to shut the wards down because they couldn't afford to keep the beds open. And then obviously the Velociraptor hit and that all changed. And my argument there is, well, why was they shutting all of these things down when technically they could have afforded to open them? You know what I mean? For me, it opened a lot of questions up.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, it was like...
I mean, I suppose, despite what I'm saying about like you shouldn't run it as a business, ultimately I suppose you have to run it as a business because it's got to interact with businesses, it's got to pay for things, and it's got to, so I suppose in one way it's naive to expect it to be run as anything but a business.
Oh, bloody hell, yeah.
It's got to pay bills and pay contractors and all that stuff, so, but still, yeah.
There's a license to print money, mate, isn't it?
Yep. You're a license to print money.
I'm made of licenses to print money, mate. I'm happy about it and all.
I wish I was made of money.
Don't we all, mate? Unfortunately. I've always said I came into this world stark as bald and skint. And that's
the same every Friday night. Yep.
And I want my last check to the tax man to bounce, because why not? Someone once said this argument against a couple of billionaires that were having a spat once. They said, look, no matter how big your bank balance is and how big your houses and mansions are, your grave will always be the same size as mine, and we'll all end up with a 10-pence tag stuck around our big toe. Get over yourselves. Yeah, you look at that statement and you think, you know, bloody good point that was.
Yep. Or as my ex's mum used to say, you all poop out the same hole, get over yourself.
Yeah.
True dat.
Oh, absolutely. And this is the thing, isn't it? People are always obsessed by their wealth or how much they've got, you know, assets and that. And it's like, really? How important is it, really?
Yeah. Do you know, if I won the lottery, it's like I'd buy a little house. I wouldn't even need, like, if I was by myself and I won the lottery,
I'll give most of it away, mate.
Well, I wouldn't do that, but I mean, it depends how much I want, but basically, all I'd need is an apartment. I wouldn't even need a house, because if I have this house to myself, I wouldn't use most of the rooms. I need an apartment, small flat, maybe. I need a car to drive around, not a car to look like an absolute, you know, gentleman sausage replacement. I don't need some fancy sports car. And all I want is enough to pay my bills every month so that I can simply sit on my butt and do whatever I want and not worry about anything. If I can wake up and say, today I will play a video game, or I will go sailing on a yacht that I'll buy, or I will just sit in the garden, or I'll take a trip to somewhere. I wouldn't need like big house, big car and all that nonsense. I wouldn't live that lavish lifestyle because you don't need it.
No, I wouldn't want it. Because it's not me.
No,
and that's always been my biggest fear of winning the lottery, is that I would change, and I don't want to become that type of person. If I won 150 million on the Euro Millions, the bulk of it I'd give away.
Yeah.
Because
it's an obscene family and stuff, wouldn't you?
It's an obscene amount of money for one person to have, I think.
Yep. As long as I could do whatever makes me happy, which is playing video games, doing models, chilling out.
Yeah.
As long as I was safe that I never had to go and get a job, I'd be happy. I wouldn't need to have a stupid lavish lifestyle with glitz and glamour.
All my close mates would have their mortgages paid off.
Yeah.
You know, I'd look after people that have looked after me, put it that way. People that have taken a shit on me, they can think again, because they ain't going to have nothing off me. But those that have been respectful and treated you like you've treated them all day long, I'd look out for them. And then, like I say, you know, enough to pay me bills, so I'd have a lump sum where I know I can pay me bills for life. Modest house like I'm in now. The rest of it, don't need it.
Because that's all you need to worry about, isn't it? Is like, as long as you can pay your bills each month, nothing else actually matters.
Exactly.
As long as you can keep the house over your head, everything else is play money.
Yeah.
And you can do with it as you wish. You know, you don't need a yacht and a house with 1,000 rooms and a big sports car that is just the same as a normal car, but with, you know what I mean? It's just like...
Yeah, don't need none of that.
I just need enough to pay my bills, and then I never have to work, and then I can just sit and play video games and make videos and
don't
chill
need
out
the unnecessary garnish, I'm afraid.
Yeah, don't need any of that. Absolutely, yeah. The first thing you do is look after your friends and family.
Absolutely. People that matter.
Yeah, people that are actually important.
You know, the rest of civilization can sing for it. Obviously, I've got charities that I have an affinity for, even now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my golden rule is if you ask, you don't get.
You know, it's...
But it's, and the... I was going to say, what was I going to say? Oh, I was going to say something then, it's gone. But the thing is, I mean, I hate celebrities, so there's no way I'd actually want to live a kind of glarish celebrity-like life if I was rich. It's like, why would I want to be the thing I hate? That's just nonsense.
I can't find or think of anything more nauseating than that. Because it's not me, it's not who I am. Right, so we got that goes in there. It didn't get built.
I'm struggling to get this line exactly straight, so I think my very good friend Mr. Paint Chip may have to help me out.
Oh dear.
Mr. Tactical Paint Chip, right at the point where it's not quite lining up, will do a wonderful job.
Sounds like a plan.
Never underestimate the power of Mr. Tactical Paint Chip. New from Mr. Hobby, Mr. Tactical Paint Chip Paint.
I think we got the message.
Yeah. This is much better green.
That do its thing. And that side bit will go in. Happy days. How we doing? A little bit longer and then we'll call it.
I don't have to worry too much about coverage because I will be weathering it. So
Let's have a look.
I think.
Could look like. Is that able to go in yet? Could dry fit it, couldn't we, just to get the alignment? Yeah, that's if it shows going in. There. And then the prop shaft gets gently in.
Prop shaft.
Okay.
That's a good engineering word, that.
Oh, absolutely, mate. Works all day long, doesn't it?
It's one of those words that needs a Festa's microphone voice.
Yeah. Shaft. Here you go. Right, let's find bulkheady. So we can dry fit that, because I can then see.
I think that's a reasonably straight line on that. Maybe.
That one.
Sort of, I think. Yes, yes.
That
It will do fine.
way round.
I fuss and I fettle with these straight lines and I cover them in like chips and dirt and gunk and mud and rust, and you never see them in the end.
Exactly.
It's the way forward.
Only way forward. Okay. Shoe for a minute. Yeah. Let's try it here.
There is something exceptionally fun about freehanding stuff like this, stripes and things and checkers. It's tricky, but it's satisfying when you pull it off and you can sit back and say, I did that freehand, and I'm proud of that.
That's why I like doing all my glyphs freehand.
It's just very satisfying when you do it, and it's just like,
Yeah.
job well done.
So that's dry fitted. I'm happy with it. I'm going to glue it just yet. Then simply because that has got additional panels to go there. I just want to see where that fits.
Hang on a minute. I've got a stray fibre on this brush. Come here.
A bit of a nightmare there now, yeah. And then the levels
Tiny
up.
hair sticking out the end. Get.
Right. That'll go in there. Oh, perfect. That's where its mounting point is. Cool. I'm happy now.
You still doing photo etch?
No, I've done photo etch ages ago.
Nice.
I just wanted to check that alignment. So I've got the build sequence sorted now. Happy. Oh, now remove that. Get rid of those bloody horrible ejector pin marks. Start getting rid of them because I've got the clear section going on this and I want to make sure that you can't see them because it'll be just my luck that the one ejector pin mark. So let's just get rid of them all.
Is the one that stands out on camera no matter what angle you take the picture.
Yeah, you do. It's just one of them things. You're always going to get them, don't get me wrong, but... Part of the fun of scale modelling.
Oh, yes. Excuse me.
Let's come on here as well. A little bit more of a treatment. This is why I'm not gluing these bits in permanently at the moment. It's because I need to disassemble a lot of it to go back in and paint. But I also can work out what sub-assemblies I can build as completed assemblies that I can then just drop straight in when they're all detailed up.
I can't be the only person in the world that can't hear the word disassemble and not hear Johnny Five.
Okay.
No, disassemble.
Okay. There we get them out. What we got next? All of that to panel. So they all going to stick up there. And ducts as an ammunition projectiles. Okay. Then built, that built, all of that built. All my projectiles, they're all going to be popped off and primed and done, and then they'll just drop straight into them. So I'm happy with that. Got the Harris done. That's got the exhaust and that on. But half the wheels done, the other half are in there to be smoothed down.
Good work, half the wheels.
Yeah, Nick, I'm afraid I'm going to start charging you royalties now. We've got, what's that? That's his arse plate, isn't it? Oh no, that's the front panel. Done the other one, that's got the exhaust on, and then it'll be, ignore all of that because we're using the clear part. It's further on there. Gubbins and all of that, not cables, do them as sub-assemblies. Hatches open or closed, I think. Going to be clear. If I have them open, it's going to fill up with dust. They're clear anyway, so... And I'll probably magnetize it or have it. Might find that it just rests on there anyway. We'll see how close the fit is. But this is going to be clear. All of this is clear. The turret is clear. I've done one lot of tracks, got the other lot of tracks to make. Big baby feet all there. Oh, they're cute. Yeah. Cool. So, do I prime some of this? Now, let's get it all ready so that sub-assemblies are cleaned up. And then we can prime it. Do that, yeah. So, I could dry fit that, couldn't I? Glue that in, but still have that as a removable panel. That might be. I'll do my narration again, ain't I? I would probably, Scale Modelling Chaos, aka Jasmine, says if you won the lottery, you could buy the 135th Dora. Do you know something? Probably would, because I'm daft like that. But, and then donate it somewhere.
You just buy it for Ted, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'd buy it and get it delivered in a lorry to Ted's house and stealthily sit in a surveillance van across the road watching Mrs. Ted's reaction as Ted goes, "Well, I never bought it, love."
I don't know where it's come from.
And as she turns round and sees a label on there or a plaque, "Built by Skipper Ted."
She's already packing her bags to go and stay at her mother's.
Yeah. My mother was right about you, you know. Yeah, poor Ted. He would be proper in bits, but it would be so funny.
It would.
Could I be that cruel?
Yeah.
Of course I could. You know what? Need that. So I want to rest that there. Just like that.
Painting these stripes is a slow process. I've enjoyed it.
You having fun, dear?
It's taking longer than it would on a regular Lehman Russ, but I'm not quite sure why. But
Is it going to take as long as the gold that you're having so much fun doing?
Well, you see, now on these two tanks, there's going to be a lot of gold.
There you go.
So all that gold I've put on Lord Croak, there's probably more on these tanks.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah. But it's lots of straight lines that are easy to get at, so.
Oh, that's even better then, isn't it?
Yeah, it's trim. Trimming things. So it's dead easy.
That's the easy parts then.
Mm-hmm.
That is the thing though, isn't it, doing them Warhammer kits, as you do see so much. As you're beginning to paint the project, you're like, oh, I didn't notice that. That's another colour. That's another colour. It's like, yeah.
Yep.
I'm sitting here looking at my big projects box full up with stuff that needs painting. I'm like, yeah.
It's weird how you can kind of look at it and both dread it and look forward to it at the same time.
Yeah.
There's not much in life you can do that with. You either normally dread something or you look forward to it, but with complex paint job, you look at it and go, I'm dreading that, but also at the same time, I'm totally not.
Yeah. I say, as long as you're having fun doing it, that's the key, isn't it?
Oh yeah. I could sit and paint gold trim all day.
Believe you me, folks, he could and he would.
I have done. Because it's just fun. Especially on trim like that, where it's all nice and raised and, you know, it's just, loveliness is around.
All the loveliness.
So many loveliness.
I see what you did there.
I'm starving.
Yeah, it's getting like that, isn't it? I've had my dinner, but I'm still feeling beans and sausages, you know what I mean?
I haven't got any beans or anything.
Yeah, but yeah.
What
Straight
we have
out,
got downstairs is a massive tub of fudge.
straight out the tin.
Oh, yeah. I was saying this to Festa the other day. I was playing some Fallout 4 the other day, and I walked past a shelf and there was a tin on the shelf labelled pork and beans, and I looked at that and was like, I need to send a screenshot of this to Festa, and I forgot to take the picture. So I was going to send him a message saying, you need to play this game purely for the fact there's beans and sausage in it.
There's one night, what you got on your bench? And I just sent him the picture of the empty beans and sausages tin. He's like, damn you.
This is correct.
I haven't got any in the house. I was like, hey, I've got another 4 tins out there.
Yeah.
We do mess with each other.
I keep every now and then thinking, I'll go and get a bendy sausage from the fridge and I'll get some beans, and we haven't got any beans. Oh, God. I keep forgetting to buy beans.
Yeah, my 2 a.m. hunger quest is like, yeah, let's go and see what I can cobble together where I don't need to press buttons.
Yeah. Matterson's bendy sausage to the rescue. In my case, anyway.
Do like me beans and bangers.
Oh, yeah. They're a bit of all right, aren't they, Heinz beans
Oh,
and
they are,
sausage?
mate. They're made for blokes like us.
I'm not brand loyal, but it kind of has to be Heinz.
I don't mind, mate, as long as it's beans and sausages.
I found that other ones aren't quite as filthy, satisfying.
Personal preference, isn't it, at the end of the day?
Yeah. I'm very picky about my filth.
I've noticed.
Dee. I think that line's good enough now, that one there. Any little missteps will be hidden by washes and stuff. What I'm basically doing is just getting all the green done, then I'll go back with the white and tidy up the edges. So back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, I'm right starving. I've got nothing to eat.
Oh, lamberkins.
Well, I've got a thing of muesli. It's quite nice.
Oh, nice.
It's like I got a pack of muesli, which just looks like muesli, and I got a pack of granola, which is all berries, so it's like purple.
Yeah.
So I mixed them all together in a big tub and shumbled them around, and now it's just like this purple goodness that you put in the bowl, and the milk goes purple. Then it all gets stuck in your teeth, and your teeth hurt because they've got stuff jammed in them. It's kind of satisfying, though.
Absolutely. Sounds like it.
Satisfying in I eat like a 5-year-old kind of way.
Never. Really? I'd never have thought
You know
that.
what? If you're going to eat like a 5-year-old.
Absolutely.
It's the way forward.
Got that.
Thing to do.
Else have we got that we can do? Not an awful lot there. That's done. They can't go in yet. Difficult is that going to be? Can I get that in with that in place? Probably can. Just double check that's fine, yeah. Yeah, that's easy to pop out. Oh. Right, let's start moving stuff around and getting ready to wrap, I think. In there.
So it's half 3.
I'll drop that in there. I've used some of that. That's a keep because that needs to go in with that red panel.
Okay, so I shall go get some warm water. Clean my brushes.
Yeah, I'll be going off 3.
Yeah, no worries. Give me 2 secs. Get some warm water.
Let's put them covers on there for a moment. Put my lids on me glue.
There we go. Oh, my leg. Something fell over.
Right.
Old man noises. Ooh.
Now that in there.
Gentlemen, clean your brushes.
Right, you. Right, that's super glue of goodness. Can go back in its home.
Get back in your box.
Then leaves Devil's Metal to go back in the kit box. Devil's Metal.
Let's have a look what's chat doing.
Super
Who
organised.
says, yeah, I wish I could paint something. It's not here right now. Ted, where is the gin? Edward says he has White Castle cheeseburgers for that. I wish I could try White Castle. I've heard a lot about White Castle. Is White Castle one that has like a secret menu they don't advertise, but if you know about it, you can ask for the things?
Yeah, I think it's got. Yeah, it's one of them, isn't it?
Yeah. Jasmine says he actually saw Wimpy last week when he was back down in Essex.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Wimpy half pounder. Oh, what a Wimpy half pounder.
Wimpy special grill. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it when I posted it up. I can't remember where I posted it now. I found the other day a photo of a Wimpy menu from like 1981 or something.
Oh, back in the good old days.
Yeah. Cup of coffee, 5p. Wimpy special grill, 42.5p.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, I need to travel back in time and get fat. BJ said I had a pizza about 6 hours ago and now he's in a bacon butty mood.
Well, that's a good shout.
When PJ asks if Wimpy still exists, he's obviously never been around when we've been talking about them.
Yeah, they're still around, but very few and far between.
Yeah, there's about, I think, 40 or 50 of them left now.
Sadly, not as prolific as they once were.
Yeah. No. I rue the day that Wimpy left our local town. It was when McDonald's turned up.
Yeah, they did seem to get rather big rather rapidly, didn't they, Mackie D's? Probably at the expense of everyone else. I'm a firm believer in competition, me, but...
My dad used to take me to our local Wimpy every Saturday as a treat, if I'm being good. Every other Saturday, let's say, not every Saturday. And then he'd whiz me round to the model shop. But I was honestly more excited about the Wimpy, going to the Wimpy than going to the model shop.
Yeah. Let's pack this away.
All the stuff in the bottom of my cleaning soap stuff has now become just gunky.
Like that. There you go. So
Penny's pit stop has turned up. Says, morning, guys.
Morning,
Penny.
Penny. We're literally just coming off air, bless your heart. But, yeah, they're all bit done on the Tiger tonight. Everything dry fitted. Make sure it's all going. A few bulkheads to do. I've got some more bits to add to this one. That'll be dry fitted. Inside of the turret, ready to go where it lives.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm quite happy with that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you've got loads done. I've got, I've not finished, but started on the striping, on the invasion stripes on the front. As you can see there, and on the plates for the weapons. It's still early days. There's a few more coats of the green and the white to do, and then I've got to tidy up all the edges and stuff. So
Absolutely.
that'll be done. Probably might get it finished during the week.
Absolutely. Penny says it's good. Wasn't expecting it to still be running. So to get 2 minutes of you is a bonus. Oh, bless you. Yeah. We're doing slightly shorter than our normal shows at the moment because I'm still not far from being back in the streaming game after a bit of a hiatus. So as my stamina increases, I'll be able to run a bit longer. But there you go. But at the moment, I'm cream crackered. So, yeah.
I like that word hiatus.
Absolutely, mate.
It's one of those words that never sounds like you're saying it right, but you are.
Exactly. So I'm going to start wrapping up, folks. So big thanks to everyone that has come in and kept us company. Thanks for the guys that have added their support this evening. It really does help me out. Keeps all this going and is helping to fund the 3D printer saving up project. So big thanks to you for that. Should be back on a Sunday with the Sunday at the Bench, bit of gallery and all of that lot. And then the gang of 4 of us will be back Monday for E-Models, Wednesday for E-Models, and then obviously back next weekend for the Frolic.
Yes.
So, folks, we're going to wrap, love and leave you and let you get on with the rest of your evening, or day, should I say. Stay safe and well out there. Be nice to each other. And we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Yes.
So until then, bye for now.
Shamibas.
Bye.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down,